Sounds good to
That's
me.
my game plan.
I think we're on like
Alright.
72 hours remain currently.
Yeah. So the
What?
dwarf, whatever his name was,
Okay.
Jeremiah.
Weldon.
Jonesy. No, not Jonesy. Weldon.
Weldon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weldon said the pirates are coming in 3 days, and it would take about 3 days for the Navy, to essentially get down, like 3 to 4 days maybe for the Navy to get from Port Justino down to Zashi. So you guys might have to deal with this pirate problem for a little bit longer until you can get to port.
He can do it.
Yeah. So okay. So does someone want to give me a recap of what happened last time to bring everyone up to speed?
This is a test. Oh
This is a
shit.
test.
You should have
It's a
studied.
test- It's a test of what you remember.
We fucked some pirates up, and then we captured
Alright.
one, and we brought them to the dwarf guy, and we're like, "Here's your fucking proof." And then he's like, "Oh shit!" And then he went to go get the Navy, and now we're kind of waiting to either get fucked or get help.
Yeah.
That's
essentially right.
the plan.
You were
Yeah.
Weldon.
Cons-
Essentially, you guys struck a deal with him that because your current plan, as of last time, was that you were going to use the other merchant ship that was in port to disguise it as a pirate ship to confront the pirates with. Weldon begrudgingly agreed to after you guys signed a contract essentially saying if you damage or break the ship, you'll pay for it to be replaced. So you guys do have a ship. It is a sloop. It's a sloop, and
We
it
have
is
a
in
ship?
port. Yeah, you got a ship.
Yes, we do.
I mean, on essentially a rental ship. You know, you're renting it from the guild to do this
Oh,
job.
yeah.
And
That's
any
right.
damage, yeah, if you sink the ship, you'll owe.
Just have to replace it with another ship, or pay him back basically.
So don't set it on
You don't
fire.
have any
Don't sink-
insurance of the
don't
ship.
Like
fuck
we gotta
the
like
ship
park
up.
the ship and then go
So-
in. Yeah.
Use the ship as minimally as possible.
It's only for transport, not for warfare.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I did some research on like ships and like I got like the health and like all the actions and everything.
Saw
like
that. Yeah.
How much they cost? Yeah, don't burn the ship.
Tell me, okay, so did it have a ballista on it? It has to have something.
It has no weapons. It is
The
a
merchant
purely
ship, yeah, there's
merchant
no
business.
need-
We
Leave
can
the
put-
ship
we
in
can
the
get some
port.
weapons.
Fuck
You
it.
could put weapons if
You could
want.
add some weapons to it, I bet, but yeah.
But
Upgrades.
it is specifically designed for carrying cargo and running with minimal crew because the Navy patrols these waters to keep pirates out. This is like the biggest pirate problem they've had. I mean, there are like small, roving pirates, but this is like a serious pirate problem where they're coming into town and they're actually destroying things. Like this hasn't happened here before ever. Like the Navy usually scares away any kind of big piracy that happens. It's just little small ships here and there.
Yeah, so where's the Navy? Why are they not like around?
Well, this is you get the idea that this group of pirates that have been kind of scourging in Zashi. You talk to the bartender, and you he kind of said like, oh, you guys have been here for a couple days now, right? He said, oh, your friends have been here a
God
couple
damn
days.
it.
Was what the bartender was talking about, and that's
Holy shit! I rolled triple threes.
A good sign or a bad sign?
I don't know. Three in a
was tri-
row.
yeah. So
It was
you,
triple
Sorry.
sixes.
so you get
Continue.
you get the idea that the pirates have only been in town for like 2 days,
I'll try to be.
so not long enough to gain enough.
Yeah, a foothold or momentum or anything like that. But
Yeah, not enough to gain enough attention to actually bring the Navy down. This is like essentially the first time that anyone's going to be telling the Navy that hey, they're in Zashi.
Wow.
we're gonna
So-
be
Yeah, you're
legit
fucking
heroes.
welcome.
Yeah, let's
Hey,
solve their problem
I
before
mean,
it's happened, and then be like,
solve-
yeah, welcome.
You help solve their problem. They'll help clear
Easy.
names for all the murders that you committed in their bar.
Didn't commit any murders.
They were
They were
justified
pirates.
murders.
Well, the
They hit
murders
me
will be
first.
justified
They were pirates.
once you clean out the pirate problem. If you
With
fail
all
to clean out-
self-defense.
If you fail to clean out the pirate problem, then the murders are just going to be murders you did in the bar.
Listen,
They were still pirate murders. They don't count as
they're
regular murders.
pirates.
Yeah, man.
I will
Like I
let
said-
you attempt to explain that to the Merchants Grotto Guild whenever that time
They
comes.
did
They
not
hit me first.
parlay. If
Those are more
if they
guidelines.
parlayed, we would have laid off. They didn't. They fucking got
Didn't.
physical, so
Oh.
fuck them.
Someone's here. Who's here?
Who just popped in?
popped in. I think someone might have.
That was
popped
me. I
in, not
disconnected
Ripley.
and reconnected.
What the fuck, Nick?
For some reason, I can't. I'm not picking up Kalen on my Discord, but I can hear him through like someone else.
What
That's
the
weird
fuck?
because there's no other mics here.
Okay. Someone's just trolling now.
I'll give you one guess.
Game.
What? I'm
Who could
so
that be?
It's
confused.
one of your
What?
viewers, Adrian.
Wait, what?
Nick, make
Huh?
sure. Am I? You can't hear me at all on Discord.
You're not muted and your volume's all the way up, but it doesn't even like your icon doesn't pop up green when you talk for some reason.
Really? That's weird.
Did you try unplugging
Can
and
everyone-
plugging back in again?
Can everyone else? Hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nick, maybe just try restarting all of Discord itself.
Is that?
Maybe just try restarting all of Discord.
Hard reboot.
Will be missed.
Yeah,
Bye.
disconnect and exit Discord
Don't tell me what
and
to
then
do.
reopen Discord. Oh my god. You're the worst.
No.
This man's.
Hey, Adrian, what's the command for this new bot?
X
two
Alt
two
F4.
semicolons play and the URL.
2 semicolons play?
Yeah.
Boop-a-doop.
Oh.
My man. Together. There you go.
Oh.
Nice.
There we go. Better.
Too many freaking tabs open now.
Okay, so essentially you guys are left in this bar. Not the bar, sorry. You're in the Dockmaster's office after Weldon has gone out, taken the prisoner, and got on a ship and has set sail. It is the early hours of the morning. You guys haven't slept since doing the raid on the pirates. So you guys are in the Dockmaster's office.
What
Pretty
time
much
is it?
alone. It's maybe 4 a.m., 5 a.m. You guys didn't sleep while raiding the pirates last night. You guys essentially took the pirates, brought them straight here, and that was it.
Why don't we go back to that to Jonesy's bar, grab a room for a night, sleep, and then
You guys have paid for rooms. You guys just haven't
let's
slept.
yeah, let's
yet.
go. We go sleep in my master suite. In the what was the name of the big suite that I bought?
The Love
In the
Shack.
kill hall. Yeah, it's some like
It was
Austin Powers esque bedroom.
the girls' room, I think it was.
But I bought it for nefarious reasons. You know, Appo did that.
The super suite that you have, I think. Let me see. I have the name of it here somewhere.
Write it down. Oh well. Yeah, but
What it was called, but I think it was just called the suite.
let's just I said we go back there and rest, so we don't.
Okay. You guys all make your way back to the keel hall, and you see that Jonesy is in there, and he's cleaning up kind of the mess that you guys had left. And he looks up as you walk in, and he looks really, really tired. He's been awake this whole time too, dealing with all this. And you see there's a couple patrons that look like they're regulars that have like grabbed buckets and mops, and they're helping to kind of sop up the blood off the floor and picking up the intestines and brain shards. And one of them's got the leg, and he's moving the leg across the room.
The
and putting it
burned
in a-
carcass
in a-
that's in
in
the
a bucket.
ground.
And one of them's kind of laying new board down of where the cindered, destroyed board was, where Ohkee had pummeled the guy to death. And they all kind of look up at you, and they look a little scared and tired. And Jonesy goes, so what did you guys in Weldon talk about?
We're fixing your pirate problem.
Well,
Yep.
That's good to hear. I'm glad you guys were able to sort something out with the guild.
Yeah, we're just here to spend the night, and then we'll be on our way again. To
So what you said that there was a camp of pirates near town. Is there anything I need to be worried about in the night?
keyword was a camp. There is no longer a camp.
Are there more
Uh,
pirates coming?
Possibly.
That's
but
what we're trying to find out.
that's what we're trying to
There's more-
figure out and fix.
There's more pirates coming?
We didn't say that.
Well, you didn't make me a little confident here.
We're trying
Jonesy,
to find
Jonesy.
out, and if there are, we're trying to figure out how to protect everyone.
He goes,
As you can see from your bar, we can handle pirates, no problem.
you gotta forgive me. It's been a bit of an eventful night, and this is the most action this town has seen in a long time.
Damn, you guys must have boring lives.
Mostly fishing. Yep.
You're welcome.
Not a whole lot of. Well, some would say this excitement is a little too much, and I would tend to agree with them. I kind of like the small, quiet, tranquil life of just serving people their ales after their job. But I'm glad that you guys are still sticking around to work to sort out the problem, not just tossing shit up and moving on.
Just drink on the job, buddy. You'll feel less stressed.
Oh, I have been, and he kind of burps a little bit. You see there's like a row of tankards along the wall behind him.
Have some more.
He goes, well, I also have to make money off my drinks as well. So, anyway, your rooms are still available if you want them. You already paid for them, so might as well.
Appo's gonna go up to his room, and for probably about an hour before he goes to sleep, he's gonna pull out the spherical compass and sort of tinker with it and mess with it and see if he can, like, I don't know,
Okay,
finding hidden buttons or whatnot.
give me an Arcana check.
Check. That is not my best skill. We're gonna add.
Rip.
We're gonna add 1 to this one.
Oh,
yeah!
shit!
First roll of the night, let's go.
Oh, that's a good one.
Man. Okay, so as
Appo
you're not
solves it.
you're not exactly sure like what you're doing, you just kind of flip open at the top and you kind of hear this little ding, and it kind of you see a little bit of a little bit of blue arcane light emits from it, and you see the compass kind of and then kind of and stops, and you kind of move it around, and the compass needle points and doesn't actually change direction, and it's not north.
It's focused on a point though.
It's focused on one single point, and you being a pirate and like a navigator of the seas and stuff, you would know where north was. This is not pointing north. It's pointing some other direction, somewhere between, I would say, from where you are, it'd probably be like northwest would be where it was pointing.
Fixed northwest point. Okay.
Yep.
Blue arcane energy like popped out of it.
It just there was a very faint blue glow
Okay.
to the object itself. And after it kind of the compass had picked up the location of where it was pointing, the glow kind of subsided a little bit, and but it's still the compass needle is still tracking that one that it's picked.
Alright.
Okay.
He's gonna go
Is
to
anything? Yep. Good deal. Anything else? Anyone else like to do before they go to sleep?
Go on,
Um,
beat that nat 20.
what kind of rest are we taking?
Ohkee walks up to Jonesy
Oh.
and
What kind of
Jonesy
rest are we
goes-
taking?
He's kind of like, can I help you with something?
Ohkee looks down at Jonesy and goes, "Sorry about the mess."
He goes, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll get it cleaned up in no time. I'm glad
I'll-
the excitement.
I'll help clean. I apologize. I lost control. And he does like this prayer Minotaur looking thing, and
Okay.
starts cleaning up and moving stuff around.
Cool. Yeah. So Jonesy goes, oh well, I appreciate that. Got a little crazy in here, but you all seem like you're all right. You're still in town and you haven't caused any more trouble since you've been here. Perhaps I jumped to conclusions a little too quickly. And he kind of like moves beside you and helps, working on cleaning up stuff. How long do you clean for?
Until it's picked up. He
Okay.
just
So
stays
yeah,
all
you
night.
guys work for maybe another 2 hours until everything is kind of fixed and cleaned, and then you he goes, that'll be plenty for tonight. I really appreciate the gesture.
He shakes his hand and probably shakes a little too firm.
He goes,
His massive Minotaur
nope,
hand just
it's all right.
crushing his hand.
You've done enough already. And he goes, well, I'm gonna go get some shut eye. And
What
he
kind of rest are we
goes,
taking?
I assume a long rest.
Okay, so I'm gonna do half my rest reading.
You can meditate. Oh, you're gonna.
Yeah, I
'cause you
can meditate and also read
Okay, and remind me of the book that you're reading.
the botanical guide.
You cut out there for a second. Sorry.
The botanical guide.
Right. Okay. Yes. Go ahead and give me 2 checks. I'd like you to make a nature check, and I'd also like to make an intelligence check. Okay, not bad. Okay.
Intelligence.
So- So yeah, a lot of you're absorbing a lot of the local knowledge of like identifying different kinds of plants, and you see the similarities between the plants, like structures and species, than from where you've come from in Taldore. But there's like a little bit that you're just not quite, it's not quite clicking as well as you think it should, and you think you have to study a little bit more to kind of get a better understanding of how these plants interact with the environment themselves and what their actual medical uses are for. But like you're able to compare the two, and you're like, okay, these plants, they're not that different. I could I'll be able to get this. Like this is like I understand.
Fuck, cactuses are weird, bro. Way too weird for me. I'm not used to cactuses out here.
Yeah. A lot of weird cactuses and spiky aloe plants and shit.
Alright, and then I spend the rest of my rest sleeping up to
Okay.
full. Up to full.
Alright. You guys all take your long rest, and you actually wake up. As you wake up after your full long rest, sunlight is just streaming in through the windows because it's, you guys went to bed at like 5 or 6 a.m.
Midday, yeah.
So it's like midday, noon, probably 1 o'clock-ish. You wake up and you are starving. Like you haven't had a meal in like a day and a half. The sunlight streaming in.
Oh shit.
There's a little bit of kind of noise coming from downstairs as some of the patrons of the bar have come inside and are eating a bit of lunch on their breaks for whatever time that they have off during the day. And you guys all kind of come back to consciousness, fully rested, and the day is yours.
I was gonna go down and get food. Be starving.
Okay.
Same.
You guys all make your way downstairs, and you see you look down as and Jonesy's there with a fresh pair of clothes on, and he just goes, "Well, good morning."
I have a bowl of dry oats and a tankard of beer.
Sure enough, that'll be 2
And then, alright. And then Appo is going to take the bowl of oats and take the beer and pour the beer on the oats.
He goes,
Starts
Interesting.
eating.
"Interesting choice.
Ew.
Is that a cultural thing from where you're from?"
I call it boats.
Beer oats. I like it.
Boats. They're called boats.
God damn it, Garrett. I call it boats.
God damn.
It's D&D Beerios, guys.
Tabe asked for some boats.
He gives you some boats. That's 2 silver.
Satora just sees whatever produce there is and asks for some produce. But she also hands over a pound of salvaged jerky to be cooked
To
with or done-
Jonesy?
Yeah, to Jonesy to like be used for
Oh,
whatever.
he goes, "Oh, I've actually been missing this jerky. This was actually supposed to come to me on a shipment coming in from town."
She gives him the other 2 pounds she has, so 3 altogether.
This is the jerky you salvaged from the Blue Kestrel, or the shipment you salvaged from the pirate camp?
She's just gonna say the boat? One of the boats? Both the boats, maybe?
I think you picked up some jerky from the pirate camp as well.
Yeah, that sounds
I
about
think
right.
there was some food you guys took.
A
from the
bunch
pirate
of
camp.
boats. And I'm just gonna
Yeah,
like
bunch.
pass him the jerky
goes-
because I don't
well,
eat it.
he
I'm
goes-
vegetarian.
He looks at the one box that was from the Blue Kestrel and he goes, "Oh well, thank you." And he puts it to the side, and he grabs the other box. He goes, "Oh, this is actually mine. Seems like those pirates must have scampered off with it when I wasn't looking." And he puts it back in his stock.
Satora just looks him dead in the eyes and says, "You're welcome." And then she goes and walks over and sits at a table.
He comes back out a little later with a whatever a bit of fresh produce. You actually see him. He actually darts out the back and runs over to the marketplace where the stalls are that sell the vegetables, and he grabs a bunch of them and then runs back and comes inside. And you see him like slow to walk right as he hits the door and runs inside and prepares you.
Composes himself.
He composes himself and then he walks in, and then he gives you the vegetable and he goes, "On the house for a return of my turkey."
I'm gonna say thank you. And I'm just gonna start eating all the produce. I'm just gonna take big ass chunks. I'm gonna summon
Don't
Chiipi.
eat it all now.
I'm gonna
It's,
summon
uh,
Chiipi. I'm just gonna start eating it with
It's,
Chiipi.
the produce is a little interesting. It seems like whatever produce is able to be bought in town was deemed not to the quality enough to be exported for sale. So you have some like slightly over-ripened tomatoes, some like really, kind of brownish looking corn, like stuff that's not bad by any, but it's just not
Satora thinks
nice.
it's a local delicacy and she starts eating it. As long as it's produce, she doesn't care.
It's produce. Definitely produce for sure. Okay.
She has pretty much zero frame of reference for what she tastes like, so she's like, not bad. Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Are there any oranges?
Ooh. I see where you're going.
I need my vitamin C.
Want that scurvy,
Yeah,
man.
I would say he. Are you asking him for oranges?
Well, I mean, I would assume that I would have seen, but I'm also, if I don't see any, yes, I'm asking him if he has any oranges for breakfast.
He goes, I don't have any oranges, but you might be able to check the market stalls. They might be able to sell you some of the more
I'm gonna ask Jonesy.
produce.
Is there any place where one might acquire medical supplies or potions of sorts?
He goes, well, medical supplies that you might be able to find at the general store, which is the Happy Troop, which is actually the next building over.
Happy Troop.
He goes, as far as any kind of magical supplies, I take it you guys came from the east, right? From the Wizard's Tower area? That would
Yeah.
be where you want to talk.
Well, okay. So we're not getting potions in this town.
So Ohkee's
God
starving,
damn it.
and he kind of leaves unannounced and finds the fish market. He's
Okay.
looking for like a decent sized fish, like 2 to 3 feet long, like whole fish.
Okay, yeah. No worries. You walk outside, and if you remember where the she here, I'll pull up the map here.
Mo.
So if you walk out of the keel hall, and you see that the open market is in this large open square platform raised kind of area where there are a number of stalls that are kind of collapsed during the nighttime but brought up during the day so those can sell their wares to everybody. You do see one tabashi standing behind a stall that is just kind of laden with different types of local fish.
We recognize this Tabashi?
So I walk up to the stall and I just
Don't recognize
point.
tabashi. No.
I just point at like a fish, and I want this.
Yeah, you take a look at a stall and you see that there are some that are kind of the local small reef fish that are kind of laid out on a table in front of them. Hanging off to the left, there are some larger blue kind of sport style fish that have silver and kind of gold bands on them. There's one off to the left that's looks like kind of like a grouper, but it's very orange, with a little bit of black shading on the belly. And the tabaxi looks over to you and goes, "Oh, welcome, friend. My name is Gisaro, and this is my stall. I take it you're taking a peruse of my wares. Do you like fish? I know lots of that fish."
I'm hungry and I want fish, and I point to the orange grouper. How much?
Oh, yes, this is quite a catch. Came in from the boats this morning. This will cost you, and you see him kind of doing some calculations in his head. This will cost you 8 silver.
5.
My friend, these fish are very hard to catch. They're very elusive. I'm 7.
So he flares his nostrils and repeats 5. Tries to intimidate him for.
Give me an intimidation check.
He's a poor shop owner, man.
Oh my god.
12.
Cat standing up to a Minotaur.
He looks at you, and you know he's a little intimidated by your stature, but he goes, "My friend, I'm sorry, I must make money off my fish that I'm selling. I'm but a small fish merchant.
So
Please, 7 is
Ohkee.
as close as I can go."
Ohkee nods. I'm hungry, and he hands over 7 silver.
Okay. Yep. He hands 7 silver, and he hands you just he picks it off the rack, and it weighs probably about 15 pounds.
I use my minor elemental effect to create fire and just cook the entire fish like in my hands in front of him.
He looks a little shocked. He goes, "That is a neat trick. I wish I could do that. Then I would never have to come back from my boat. I could just cook the fish out at sea."
Ohkee nods. No, you do not want this kind of power, and just eats like the entire fish at once.
Just bones and all, scales just
God.
tearing into this massive fish. And you see that you've gained a little bit of attention from the other stalls. There's like a human woman looking over, and there's a small gnome peeking over the top of another stall, and everyone's just kind of watching this display happening in the center of town. Okay,
do
so
I notice anyone looking at me, or am I
Give me a
just
perception check.
completely engrossed in eating grouper?
Give me a perception check.
Perception. I don't have
I
any of this
stuffed
stuff.
my face full of pizza.
And I rolled.
Oh
Yes.
shit!
Wow.
There we go.
Oh my god.
People are definitely staring at you. You take it that people don't see minotaurs every day. Also, people don't see magic every day. Any kind of it. This is like, it's like walking into New York Square and seeing Santa Claus actually come down from the sky and start giving people presents. It's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Fantastic.
So he notices everyone looking at him, and he kind of does this like monkish, hands open, like pose, like he's coming in peace. And then he kind of brings his hands together, and like flames come off of them, and he kind of nods down and walks back to the inn where his friends are.
Doesn't
Nice.
come out like palms out, symbolize
It's
anything.
like one
People don't really say
one
anything.
hand down,
They
one
just
hand
kind of
up.
like
Okay.
and turn back to their work. Yeah.
Well, Appo's done with breakfast right now. And
I smell kind of like charred fish, like cooked fish in my hands, and
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
smell a little bit like
there's just like
smoke in the shop.
fish, oil, and I don't know.
Ohkee, you
like,
smell
bits of
delicious.
fish just all over his Minotaur. So
Does this man's have eggs? Can I have some eggs?
Yeah, that's easy enough. He's able to procure you some eggs and whips them up. Everyone else who's sitting down, give me a perception check, please.
Womp womp. Yeah. Appo's do 2 encased with his Birios.
Oh.
Oh, what the heck is going on right now?
Wasting all the 20s at
Getting
the
these out
start.
early.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Wow.
I'm
I
just
feel like
eating
our
my
fight's gonna go
fruit.
terrible
Okay,
right now.
so Tave and Ohkee, you it kind of sparks your eye because you notice that there was like an orange tabashi who was outside, who appears to have followed you to the inn and is peeking his head into the door. And then he notices you and he goes, "Huh," closes the door.
I use my monk speed to just rush across and swing open the door.
This kind of like
Damn.
yeah, the tabashi just kind of and kind of falls back onto his butt right there. And you get a look at him, and he's maybe comparable to like human years. He's probably like 19, 18.
So I
And,
just kind of grab him and stand him up and walk him inside.
He goes, whoa, okay.
Do I
please
do I
please
do I
don't burn me.
recognize him at all?
Give me say a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Isn't general. Okay, that's +1. So it's +1 here. +1. 12.
Yeah, you notice him. It's the same Tabashi who
That I pushed out of the way the other
that
day.
you guys kind of rough-handed a little bit on your way to taking the pirate back to Weldon.
Oh, I know you.
He goes,
Sorry about the other day, man.
he's like, oh yeah.
Hard feelings,
Hey.
man. We were doing something, and you just popped in. We couldn't really talk at that moment. He goes, "What's your name, man?"
He goes to introduce himself, and then you hear calling over his shoulder. You hear what's the bartender's name?
Jonesy, I believe.
Jonesy goes, Drips, what are you doing? Get out of here! Don't bother the newcomers. He goes, oh. He goes,
So I hold on to Drips and no, let him talk.
Yeah, we're just chatting here, Jonesy. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
okay. I'm gonna pull up my notes for him.
Devours eggs. Just...
I was hungry, man. Don't
He sits down,
judge, bro.
He goes, well, my name is Dorago, but everyone around town calls me Drips.
Drago.
He
Interesting.
goes, you guys adventurers?
Do you
I've never
drip
seen-
something? Is that why they call you drips? What do you drip?
Why do they call you Drips, man?
And you do notice that his fur is a little damp. He goes, I'm called Drips because I like to swim.
Ah, that's cute.
He goes, I run a shop. You should come check it out. It's called the Sea and Salvage. And Jonesy's like, yeah, you and your damn trinkets scouring off the bottom of the ocean floor trying to sell them. Come on, Drips, that hobby, you should have given that up a long time ago. And you see him just kind of like look down a little bit, and
You got like expensive trinkets, or these like little common things?
he goes, well, I mean, you should come see. I might have some stuff you might there's this big ship just wrecked off the coast a couple days ago, and I've been finding a lot of good stuff from it.
Satora's
Probably some
curiosity
stuff from the
is
Kestrel that we probably
piqued,
need, or
so she starts to follow Drips.
You know the ship?
oh, that was our ship that
You were on
crashed.
that ship?
Yes.
Oh, well,
It doesn't
I'm
work
sorry
both.
it crashed. So I like to dive for different types of artifacts and trinkets that I can find within the wreckage of ships, but nowhere near as cool as you guys. I mean, you guys are adventurers, you know. And he just starts kind of gushing to you a little bit.
All right, slow down, kid. Relax. I mean,
Satora's interested and starts to walk up to Drips, kind of like motioning to like show the way.
let's. I turn to Tom. Are you done with breakfast?
Yeah, man, I devoured my eggs.
Let's
I'm gonna
go.
grab like whatever produce I can carry.
Let's go.
You probably have to
Salad.
go. You guys have eaten all the produce that
No!
Jonesy ran out and grabbed, but you can buy more
Told you I was gonna
at
eat it.
the market.
Shit.
Yeah, so let's go to that Sea and Salvage. See what kind of
Sure.
trinkets he's got.
Why not?
Okay. So he goes. You mean it? You want to come to my store?
Sure.
Yeah, we got
Let's see
nothing
what you
better
got.
to do.
Ow. The guys aren't gonna believe this later. Come on. And
I grab Drip's
he
shoulder.
literally
real quick.
he doesn't wait for you. He just bolts out the door.
I lean back to the group and say, "If it's crap, just walk out quietly."
You guys follow him?
Yeah, I'll walk out the door and walk over to the Sea and Salvage.
10
Okay.
silver is 1 gold, right?
Yes, 10 to 1.
You're
And that's the same for copper to silver as well.
Stora is gonna follow straight there and go see what she has or he has, right?
Okay. Yeah, he has. So you guys walk back to the docks, kind of back the way you came from earlier from Weldon's shop, and you guys do realize you pass it to get to his dock. this small kind of, not necessarily ramshackle, but not the nicest warehouse ever, is a little bit away from the water, and you see a bit of a sign that looks like it was hand carved, called the Sea and Salvage. And he goes, you like my sign?
Great, buddy.
Does it
And he
look
goes,
nice?
come on, inside. It looks like, it doesn't look like, you know,
It's like a
massive
6 out of
map.
10.
Yeah, it looks
More
like a
like a
6 out of 10,
4.
but it looks like he spent a lot of time doing it.
Okay, I give him a little bit of a nod.
4.
I was like, okay.
And he goes, come on, it's inside. I'll show you what I
I
got.
didn't hear anything.
And you walk inside, and it is just like a pawn shop inside. You know, there are like
I mean, maybe
bits of
everybody else hears it, I don't
everything
know.
you could imagine. You know, there are old, you know, tea chests that are empty, and there
Reconnect.
are a bunch of, you know, bottles.
Talk.
And you see some of them are kind of gathering dust, and
But it
some of
turns
them
on
are
whenever you
polished
press
off.
the reconnect.
So
Or just
to
unplug
look
the
through
headset.
the stuff to find anything, you know,
Unplug the
of
headset and plug it in.
value, would it be perception or investigation?
That would be perception, unless you're looking for something specific.
I'm just sort of gonna just peruse everything and see if I find anything of like value or something rare of some sort.
Okay. Go ahead and give me perception.
Perception. Woo, 21.
Okay. Cool.
Do I find?
Okay, you find
God damn it, that fucking flies back.
so you find very quickly the stuff that he has found from the Blue Kestrel, because it looks slightly different in terms of construction and material than what is used here, ever so slightly, but you're able to pick it out, and you're like, oh, I recognize some of this stuff from the hold. We kind of went through it a little bit while we were on the ship. You're able to find the blackberry mead bottles. There he has 5 of them. You're also able to find a small box that contains a single ring.
Single ring.
A ring. And as you're kind of going through some shelves, you're kind of pulling stuff up to the side. Your hand touches something spherical, and Drips goes, "Oh, you found it." He goes, "I keep this in the back. Just, you know, not everyone can buy it." And you pull it back, and it's a cannonball. And he goes, and he motions for you to come follow him.
I'll follow him.
You go into the back, and you find salvage from the seafloor. There was a little bit of like barnacles and crustaceans stuff that was on it, and a little bit of plant matter, but not necessarily been underwater for too long. You find an 8-pound cannon.
Oh hell yes!
So they shoot 8-pound cannon.
I look at him and I say, okay, how much for the cannon?
He goes, oh, the cannon. Well, that's my biggest haul I've ever got. You know, I don't even know how much it would be worth. What? I'll sell you the cannon. 200 gold.
But this, because you know you're so interested in the adventuring life, and we're in the process of trying to rid this area of pirates.
You went after the pirates?
How would you like to assist in this matter and be head cannoneer of our ship? We could mount this cannon on our ship. It'd be very useful against the pirates.
He goes, well, that sounds great, but
Honorary-
everyone tells me in town not to go adventuring. It's too dangerous. Make a persuasion.
Persuasion check. Do I have that on accurate? I don't! Dang. Okay, hold on. Oh wait, that's the same as that. Okay, so 21. I say, hey, a lot of people tell me not to do stuff, but you know, you don't make your destiny. You don't make amazing stories by just sitting behind a counter, man. You gotta go out and live life.
You see his eyes kind of light up, and he goes, you mean it?
You mean it, man. You could be an honorary member of our group.
He goes, I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah. But, and you see like the kind of businessman a little bit come out of him. And he goes, I want a portion of the cut of any loot we find.
We're gonna go fight a pirate ship. I'm sure there's tons of loot.
If there's 200 gold worth of loot, I'll take that at the end.
Guarantee there'll be 200 gold. 200 gold worth of loot on that pirate ship.
All right, I'll do it. One thing though, I don't have any black powder.
Oh, you're only getting 50 gold.
Yeah, the Appo's face just like looks at him like, seriously?
You go,
You have
but
a cannon and a cannonball, but no
I
powder.
know where you can find some. So, okay. I'm gonna let you
75
know
gold.
this.
Can
I'm gonna
I
let you know.
say that we have the cannon and the cannonball now in the inventory?
Uh,
Not yet.
no, I'll say once you mount it to a ship.
Okay.
Once it leaves his store, then it's like in
Gotcha,
your
okay.
possession.
So, okay.
Is there any
continue
nice,
about where to-
pretty, shiny things? Anything that looks attractive?
You find a couple like kind of pearl necklaces, and a few like loose pearls too, like that he's just scavenged from the sea. And you also find the ring box. Appo kind of points it out to you that there's a box with a single ring inside of it.
Do want to go back to that ring, by the way. So.
Do I know what a pearl
That-
is?
Give me a nature check.
No, that's pretty good.
You know what they are. You've never seen them before. You're not really familiar with undersea stuff.
Do I know what the chemical composition of it is?
You gonna make pearls?
I'm an alchemist, technically. Like,
Okay.
I'm a botanist, so I'm thinking...
Yeah.
They're
Give me,
calcium. They're calcified minerals.
they're calcium carbonate. Yeah.
So
So
I'm
give me
thinking
another
about
nature. So the first nature check was yes, I know what a pearl is. Do I know what it's made out of? You know what it's made out of.
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah. You're like, oh yeah, I know what this is.
I'm gonna take a few of the loose ones, and I'm gonna ask them how much they are.
He goes, oh, those little things. They'll run you 2 silver apiece. And they're like the you know not the perfectly round. They're like the kind of lumpy, you know, not worthy of jewelry, but they're pretty to look at. You know, they're
Perfect.
very
I'm just gonna take.
opalites.
I guess I'll take 10 of them.
Okay,
Wait,
so that
no,
would be
that's 2 gold, right?
2 gold. Yep.
Okay.
2 gold, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it. I'll take 10 of them, and then I will put them in my medicine pouch, and I will
Okay.
save them for later to grind them up.
Perfect.
To talking with Drips about where to find the black powder.
He goes, okay. So, you guys wrecked off a Dead Man's Pass just north of here. That's a really dangerous reef. It's hard to dive. It was hard enough for me to get just what I got.
Whoa!
Every time I go back to that area, men on boats, they come out there, and they harass me and they tell me to leave. And I'm not a fighter, so I have to kind of do what they.
What do these men look like?
Kind of like you guys, but way meaner.
Like
and way...
like me personally, or just us?
Yeah,
in general?
yeah, like you, yeah.
Okay, I know exactly who those guys are.
You know them? Are they your friends? Can you tell them to, you know, go away?
No, I can't. The only thing they know is the sword. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if I could get some way of getting them to go away, I could make the dive down. And I've seen, and the way that the black powder was transported was in ceramic jars that are sealed with beeswax to keep moisture out of it. And he goes, I've seen those jars at the bottom of the sea, still sealed.
Those are the frickin' jars at the camp. Sorry.
If I can get down there and get those jars, you'll have black powder for the cannon.
Oh yeah. This is a worthwhile endeavor, guys. I think so.
Does Satora remember the?
But there could be other cannonballs down there.
Do we remember the barrels from the camp though, or the jars?
I know we saw them loading them into the boat.
Yeah, those look they weren't sealed. They
Oh,
were
we
just-
didn't see any at the pirate camp we slayed.
Yeah,
'cause
no, that-
when we were waiting, they were loading them into the boat. Were they sealed though?
Yeah.
on the first day when you land on the beach.
Yeah.
You're not sure. It was a bit far to look. You're not exactly sure how far it was. They were loading supplies, and the captain and the first mate, or the cook, sorry, onto the
Okay.
boat. You're not exactly sure. But you as a pirate, you know that's how you transport your black powder, is in these sealed powder kegs. Sometimes they're made out of wood, but other times they're kind of sealed, terracotta to kind of keep all the moisture out of
I'm
it.
gonna ask Drips. When he was down there and he found the cannonball in the cannon, did he see like a wrecked ship or any wrecked ships in the area, kind of thing? Or
Oh yeah,
something?
a big one.
Did
Wrecked
you
a couple
see
days
any?
ago.
Did you see any markings on it, on the sails or the flag or anything like that?
It was pretty tore up, but I dive that site almost every day, and that ship is only about a couple days old.
So this is to the group. If there's a ship and he's got depth crawlers telling him to go away, I'm betting that's a depth crawler ship, which means there's probably more cannonballs on there. Well, if this black powder,
Well, he turns to you.
get,
Just to correct you real quick. He turns to you and he points out like all the blackberry meads and stuff. He goes, "These came from that ship."
the bottom of the okay,
So you get the idea that that's the blue kestrel down there. Part of it.
gotcha,
anyway.
okay.
And I
Blue
guess
Kestrel had cannons?
didn't have cannons. He didn't say that his cannon was salvaged from there, but he said he did black powder.
No,
He
I
goes,
mean,
the cannon I salvaged. He said, I got that months ago. I've been hiding it back here, waiting to sell it.
I mean,
So
Never
if we shoot fire at those jars, they would theoretically explode.
You can shoot fire?
I dabble.
dude, I could like place a jar by the ship, and you shoot it, it becomes a bomb.
Fire arrows also.
He goes, wow,
Exactly.
you guys really are adventurers. That's crazy.
Let's go get this black powder. Because you don't need a whole jar of black powder to do a shot of a cannon. So we at least have one cannon shot, and then we have a giant bomb, basically, that we could blow up the ship or anything, or do some sort of crazy damage with.
Someone, if you would like, if you're considering using the cannon, someone give me just a general investigation check on the cannon itself.
Alright.
I guess I'll look it over.
Well, okay.
That's a 14 for me. With advantage.
Yeah, I mean,
We're all
if I'm looking
looking
over
at it.
with him and I'm a pirate, so
If you're helping him, you have advantage.
Yeah. use that first one.
Yeah, so he said he recovered it a couple months ago. It looked like it had been underwater for maybe a couple months also, to have this much growth on it. Looking down the barrel itself, it does probably need to be cleaned out and kind of... There needs to be some sort of minor repairs that need to be done to it before it's fireable. It is not fireable in this condition right now. So it would take a little while to kind of clean it up and get it ready to actually be a usable cannon. You couldn't just like throw powder and a cannonball in there and fire it.
Would I know how to what repairs it needs and how to fix it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, minor repairs. You just need to just kind of file out the inside and remove all of the kind of growth in there, and then you'd have to double check and make sure there's no cracks in it. But there's no cracks that you can see right now. But if you would be able to tell if you clean it off.
What do you guys think about the black powder idea?
I can't imagine us actually ever using this cannon.
Can't hear you. Did anyone hear that?
I couldn't hear Becca what she said, so.
No one could hear you.
Oh, no one can hear me?
No,
I
like
can hear
Becca's
you.
shit is like fucked up. Microphone's fucked up for a second.
Uh-oh.
It's showing that I'm talking.
Wah, wah, wah. So
Also-
Ohkee walks up to Appo and Satora and just kind of gives him a stern look and goes, "Careful when playing with fire."
Yeah.
Drips goes.
Okay,
So,
talk.
can I see your ship? I want to
Is
look at
it-
an adventurer's
I
ship.
can hear you now. Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes.
Yay!
It's a loner ship. But
Ownership. Where did you get it from?
Okay, you can say now.
from the Merchants Grotto Guild, but
Try
you know,
and put
You
it-
got it from
details don't-
Weldon. Weldon lent you his ship. Wow, you guys must be strong if Weldon lent you his ship.
Yeah, you might think so.
Okay.
You're gonna put,
Appo's-
I can't believe you're gonna put a cannon on his ship. And he gets like really excited,
hey,
and he's like,
don't
oh,
tell Weldon. This is our little secret, man.
I can't imagine us ever actually using this cannon.
Man, that's how you start a pirate ship.
No, but listen. We cannot fight these people. We literally will die. We have one cannon, one cannonball. We have to go through some shit to make it work and to get the powder for it. This is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
Two things. First off, this is D&D. This is where dumb shit is born. Secondly, forget the cannonball and do the idea of the bomb with the black powder. You have a jar of black powder and Satora fires a fire arrow into it. Kaboom! That does even more damage than what a cannonball would do.
Okay, so, but how do we know how much damage it's actually gonna do? Like okay, listen. You like poke a snake and you make it angry, you know what I mean?
Okay.
They're
Are
coming
you
back
asking
here
how much
anyways.
damage a cannon will do?
No, this
The
bomb.
jar of the black powder.
Okay, so you ask Drips, and he kind of holds it out his hand. He goes, it's about.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Good?
Yep, we're good. Charlie's just chewing on something.
Oh, gotcha. So it's like in gallons wise, how big would this be?
5 gallons?
Okay. That could still poke a, that could
Yes!
poke
I got him.
It
a
would-
pretty woohoo, a pretty big hole at the bottom of the ship.
it would definitely blow a hole in the ship.
Yeah.
You'd probably have to get probably have to get it right up next to it.
I could do that. I could swim in
And,
underneath and I feel like I'd be
yeah,
sacrificing health points because I'd have to sort of like position it and then have Satora fire a fire arrow into it and
Oh, you're gonna hold on to it.
no.
This is
Or
also
like,
a very dumb idea. This
I
is
mean,
the
you're
worst idea.
You're certainly welcome to try.
We need to be sneaky, not try blowing holes in the fucking ship. Come on, man.
Drips pick up. He goes, I think explosions are kind of cool. I'd like to see a big explosion, especially if it's shitty pirates.
Aw, you're cute. They are cool, but they are incredibly impractical for sneaky tactics.
I guess I see your point.
I think we should try to assassinate the captain. We should go spy on them, see what they're doing before we even try to make some dumbass plan like this.
oh, I wasn't saying we're not gonna do recon beforehand kind of thing. I'm just
But
saying
why
it's
are we doing this beforehand?
Because this is what we're gonna do, and you're
you
gonna
gotta
like
prep
it.
this shit.
No.
If he's got pirates there, tell him to go away. They're salvaging it too.
Oh,
Like,
this is
because they
bad.
can swim down and grab it before we can. I don't know.
He goes, should I go get my dive gear ready?
No,
I can dive for you.
absolutely not.
How fast are you to backseat underwater?
I like to think I'm pretty quick.
The swimsuit was 30 feet, by the way.
I
So
think that you might be the key to the plan working, but you'd have to get those barrels or jars close enough to the ship for us in
Okay.
the middle of the night
Okay.
when it's possible to be sneaky. Then
No
from
pressure.
that, we'll be able to work off that.
that's for, yeah, because I'm assuming the jar will sink. Becca's hating this idea completely. Thomas, someone just like shaking their head at this shit.
He's kind of looking between, like everyone's like Tabe's like, and like you guys are like, yeah. He's like,
This
Yeah.
is the worst idea.
They're gonna
ever.
come inspect the camp that had the other pirates. We need to intercept them at some point and start whittling them down. But
and
the way to take down a ship that has a lot of cannons on it is the way
sink the damn thing.
is to sink it, to blow it up.
But
remember-
we don't know if this is the only ship around. That's the problem.
Give us
That's
like
why
a
we have to spy first.
which
How
we
clever
are.
of a DM do you
We
think
are,
I am?
but we still have to have the black powder to prep for this in case we want to use this idea. We can't just spy and go, oh, let's use black powder and then go get the black powder because it might be
Sure,
gone
I mean,
by then.
we can accrue this black powder in a central location. I don't think that that's a bad idea. I'm just thinking we have to be more strategic about how we use.
Okay, that's a fair point.
I
So
just pictured Appo like holding a barrel like this and going, "Get it, get it!"
Yeah, literally. Like what?
That was. Satora's gonna
Oh!
shift her eyes and say, "Not my idea," and she's gonna look just straight at Appo. My
All right,
idea
so,
is to only get them close enough to the pirate ship that we can actually use them against them.
And I'm assuming this jar does not float, so we'd have to transfer it to like a barrel which will float.
But
And then
do you know what floats? Beeswax.
We can't get beeswax though.
yeah, I mean,
You know how much you would need to make those fucking barrels float?
Maybe we just need to make one barrel float.
No, one is clearly not enough.
we'll poke a hole in that ship and probably sink it slowly,
That's what
but it'll
I
sink it.
said. That was my first idea.
Or we could be stealthy and sneaky and get the barrel on the ship, leave a trail of explosive powder, and then light it on fire. And jump
Or
off the
if you
ship.
guys are a bunch of badass pirate killers, just kill all the pirates and take their ship.
Oops, not right now. The adults are talking.
Yeah, she's gonna say, you. That's
This
a
is
little
why
bit
we're
harder than
pirates
what we're
already.
trying to do.
You've killed so many pirates already.
Yes, but
12 total.
not with. Do I know how many
12
cannons are
pirates?
on the ship?
Wow. On
Well,
the
I
ship
know how
that
many
you guys
cannons on
are.
the ship.
No, on the ship that they have.
Appo, give me a history check.
History check. Do. Great. Also a +1. 8.
Hard to say. It's not one of the bigger ones.
You don't. Would I know that it's a galleon of some sort?
You know it's not a galleon.
Smaller than that.
It's smaller than that. It's probably a brigantine. It's a support ship in Sabal's fleet, and from what you know, like it's so you don't even remember the name of the ship.
Yeah, okay.
Like it was so beneath you that you're like, I don't fucking know. It's just a thing. So
I would know the hierarchy of the size of ships and general amounts of. Okay.
yeah, there's typically 3 sizes of ships that the pirates use.
Okay.
And also just as in general, just so I could keep some sanity with how many ships are in this fucking game, there are 4 different sizes of ships. There are sloops, brigantines, galleons, and man of wars. From smallest to biggest.
Gotcha. Okay.
To most. Less cannons to most. So you think it's probably somewhere in the range of a brigantine, which is like a single mast, probably 2
like
sails on the front.
10 guns total, probably. I'm assuming.
You're not exactly sure. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
recall how many guns were put on those brigantines, but they're not the same size as a galleon.
So it's not a lot of guns, but it's enough that it's still gonna hurt if they fire. So
It would be a bigger ship than the ship that you have rented.
So if we take out the guns that are facing land, we can attack from the land as well.
it's true.
But what if they just, turn
On
around?
the ship.
Well,
You realize how slow a
that's-
ship turns?
why we start blowing up the ship.
We don't. Let's just sink it. Let's poke holes in the bottom.
That's what the jar does.
Explosively is unnecessary.
What if we get a dinghy close enough and detonate the explosive right next to the hull?
Put the boat on the dinghy and then like swim away and let it there.
Yes.
The only thing we have to make sure of, because you guys seem very sure of being incredibly straightforward about this, we just can't be seen at all.
Well,
Because there's probably like 30 fucking or more pirates on this ship, or there's more ships around the corner waiting for like a call for backup or something.
so
Like we literally cannot win in a straight fight.
understand that. But with the whole idea of this is that probably me and Drips is that me and him can disappear in the water.
Yeah,
Satora
we just cannot be seen. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm
like,
fairly
if
stealthy.
you're seen, you die.
If I'm seen, I'm basically the distraction, and then Satora can still fire, and then
And then you get to find out how much damage a cannon does.
Yeah, exactly.
point blank.
It's a lot.
Yikes.
I'm sure.
I googled it. It was a
You're
lot.
very scared.
I'd have to break out my dice calculator on my phone.
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah, my biggest advice to you as a DM is don't get hit by a cannon. Cannon's bad.
It's very bad.
Cannons
So
or
let's-
I meant
let's
to
at
say
least
sink
just-
ships. Sink people even faster.
Jesus. So can we at least agree to just at least get the black powder and then go from there?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, we could probably find somewhere that we're gonna put it first.
Yeah.
Like, we need a base camp that's like hidden enough, but like close enough to like do outreach from.
I would say not around where the pirates were, but in that vicinity.
Yeah.
Kind of
And
where the
like
pirate-
not light a fire so we're not incredibly obvious.
So yeah,
So
I
you guys,
turned
you
it-
guys know, you guys know topographically, the mangrove forest kind of comes all the way to the shore of Zashi, where it is, and then it kind of branches out inland a little bit, and then kind of to the east and west on either side of the shoreline there is kind of salt marsh, which is very flat and open, but it is backed behind that by jungle. So it's jungle, salt marsh, coast, except for the one part of the jungle that goes all the way to the shoreline, which is where Zashi is.
So, Kalen, just going back to the while back with the pirates, with the pirate conversation we had when we interrogated him, he talked about where Aladar's ship was probably located. Geographically on the Eppenfell coastline, where would that be?
Let me check real quick.
We're talking like southwest of Zashi.
Yeah, he mentioned that it was about 5 miles away.
Okay.
Let me pull up my. Yeah. So, kind of probably on the back, down in that bowl to the west, kind of where the ski kind of juts up into the
Yeah, where
northern
it juts
part.
out. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere like 5 miles west would put you, half a tile away, ish. Well, horizontally, yeah. So yeah, somewhere around that kind of that point there.
Okay.
And did he tell you the name of it?
He did. I don't think so. He just told it was the captain's name was Aladar, and he had a ship, and this, Ripple Cove was what it where it
Oh yes,
was.
Ripple Cove is what it's called. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll aim in on getting the black powder. So I turn to Drips and say, "Let's go get this powder."
He goes, okay, we can go right now.
Get your stuff.
You see him take
Yeah,
off
actually,
from.
before you go, I'm gonna find that ring, and open this up and say, "How much for the ring?"
He goes, oh, you.
We're helping you out here.
He goes, yeah. And you see him go behind the desk and pull out a similar box and open it up. And he takes the ring and throws the ring on his own hand. And he goes, I'm really sorry, but that was my dad's ring, and I don't think I could sell that.
What kind of ring was it?
He goes, this is what helps me to dive. Both of these rings help me to dive.
So helps you breathe underwater.
Yes, essentially. They help me breathe underwater.
I don't need it then. I mean, it would be a priceless gift for your fellow adventurers that you are now one of. But I mean,
Make
I'll-
a persuasion check with disadvantage.
son of a bitch. First roll. Nope.
He kind of takes the box from you and he goes, nope, sorry, I can't. I'll sell you the
Wait,
can. I can't sell you.
I don't need the ring,
Okay.
but I was wondering what it was. But yeah, so all right, let's skedaddle.
Okay. So you guys all follow him back outside, to the docks where you see him get on a small dinghy. Everyone's going, right? So you're probably gonna need to get another dinghy, which is
We
pretty
have
much
a couple on our ship, right?
You have 2 dinghies that you've stolen from other people in town.
So we have plenty of dinghies.
Okay, you guys all get in dinghies.
Could
and-
I
Yeah, go
swim
for it.
alongside this boat?
Sure. You want?
If I swim along, am I gonna be exhausted at all or not?
No, probably not.
Then Appo will just sort of swim in the water because he hasn't been in the water in a while. So
Okay. Who is manning the dinghy for rowing? You guys have two
Tave
boats.
says, I'm getting in any boat that Satora's not.
I think Satora. Oh no, yeah, there's enough.
Satora's
So-
getting in the boat that Ohkee's rowing.
Okay. And then Profugo gets in with Tave.
Tave, yeah.
So Ohkee, I imagine you're probably rolling for the one boat.
I'll roll both boats.
You can't roll for both
Can't
boats.
row both boats. What are you like doing, like a Van Damme kind of thing?
I'm like straddling the boats, one poop in each
Oh
boat,
my god.
It's
and
like
I'm rowing both of them.
you're water skiing almost.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save.
Yep.
By the
All
way, as we're rowing, Appo's gonna be like jumping out like dolphin style. The water.
All right, Ohkee, you don't fall in, but you can't row both.
right. Why not? I have 2 hands.
Wow.
You're not.
It's like a catamaran style.
You're not. You're not a large character or bigger. You're still a medium character.
Dude, a Minotaur's huge. What are you talking about?
I believe Minotaurs are only medium characters, though.
What? No way. I gotta look that up. Hold on.
With each jump, Appo's like doing a different pose in the air.
Yeah, Minotaur is 6 feet tall, average of 300 pounds. Your size is medium.
Ah, damn it.
Yes. Okay, so Nick, I assume you're probably gonna row for the other one.
To be honest, I didn't know I was here yet.
Yeah, you've been with the party the whole time.
Oh, okay. I didn't see my character on the screen, so.
Oh, my bad.
Uh-oh.
I haven't been really going off the screen.
DM fail.
Don't realize is that you have invisibility and you didn't know it
Yeah.
until now.
You speak up, and everyone's like, "Whoa, holy shit! Where the fuck did you come from?"
You would announce your presence more often, dude.
Just gonna kind of shrug and say, hey.
All right. Okay. So Profugo and Ohkee, please roll me strength check.
Strength.
So that's sorry.
Strength or athletic?
Strength
Either
check,
ways.
please. Strength or athletic?
Oh, athletics, preferably.
Yep.
Oh jeez.
So we Ohkee, you kind of fall behind, and you're paddling and paddling and paddling, and you realize you're like, woo, woo, and you look up, and everyone's like 300 feet in front of you.
Was gonna like swim
Profugo-
back.
Yeah.
And just be like,
I'm
"You
just
should
amazed
know
at
this,
like all the
man."
birds and fish. I'm taking in the scenery and really appreciating quiet,
you,
open
you
water.
quietly hear stroke from the water.
Yep. Profugo, no problem. You keep up with Drips, and you guys begin to make your way. Ohkee, give me another strength check, please.
Strength or athletic?
Athletic, either or, whichever is higher. You're starting to get a little tired.
You're not
you
gonna
s-
help him out, Satora?
I'm gonna look over and just be like, I tried that
Leave
before.
you.
I tried that before. It didn't go too well.
You guys have so far these fucking rowboats for you guys have been the biggest hurdle you guys have not
To
gone.
the doors of D&D.
No one can seem to fucking row a
Can't
rowboat.
row fucking boat.
Incredible.
I give him
Can't row
moral
a boat.
encouragement and say,
Appo's just
Go,
backstroking.
Ohkee. You can do it.
It's too bad you're not a bard.
Yeah. Just moral encouragement.
Okay, so Drips and Profugo, you guys get to the site eventually after, it's a bit of like probably like an hour and a half of paddling to get up shore enough. And you see Drips throws an anchor, and there's an anchor on your boat, and you kind of throw it down there too. And
I'm gonna
do a
well,
bit of music change.
I look around to see if I see any pirates in the area.
Give me a perception check.
So Ohkee is not
Damn,
interested in
damn.
fighting. He's just kind of enjoying the peace and quiet. Because he knows there's about to be a bloodbath, and he's just kind of enjoying the calm moment.
Take that nat 20. Thank you very much.
Nice. Okay. Appo, you kind of are gazing at the horizon. You're looking around, and it's really hard to make out. It's very, very far away, and you think you might be able to see a couple boats that are coming up from the south as well.
Okay.
But
I,
way, way too far to be able to tell if they're pirates. Even if the only reason you saw them is because you got a natural. They're like 5 miles away.
What do you see?
Ohkee, please give me another strength check so you can catch up with the.
Alright, I'm gonna do a strength instead of athletics this time.
Okay.
Which is a lower roll to +2.
You didn't get below a 10, so you don't get 1 point of exhaustion. You are able to
Sweet.
catch up with the group.
I'm gonna
After
turn
after like 10-15 minutes of sitting there looking around, you see Ohkee and Satora finally come up as well.
I'm gonna relay the information that I saw to the group, and I'm gonna tell Drip, say, get your stuff. Let's go down.
He goes,
And I'm gonna go down with him.
I'm ready, and he jumps in. Oof, and
Follow him.
You follow him down. I would like.
Satora wants to use Chiipi really quick. I want to send
Okay.
him up into the sky after hearing about these pirates. And I'm going to channel my vision through him, and I'm going to fly around with Chiipi in the air.
Okay.
Kind of like
Go
a
ahead and
bird
give me
in
a
the
perception
eye
check for
sky.
Chiipi.
Nine.
Well, Chiipi kind of gets distracted by a lot of the seagulls that are flying up there and all the random seabirds. Kind of, that's what his eyes kind of focus on, and you're like Chiipi, no, like look for the boats, and Chiipi's like doesn't really see anything. Yeah,
Alright.
you see a lot of feathers.
Yep, I'm going to keep just flying
You're,
around.
you're cutting out, Adrian.
Oh, I'm going to keep flying around. I'm just going to keep being like a recon.
Okay. Appo, you're underwater. You see just how and you feel as soon as you're in the water, like you guys swim just a little bit off shore, and you see where Dead Man's Pass is. There's this like kind of jagged pinnacle which you guys have moored behind, and as soon as you got past that, there's maybe a couple hundred feet of open water before the next rock face juts up out of the water, and as soon as you pass into this open channel, the current just slams against you like a torrent, and you're taken off guard, and you kind of boom spiral out a little bit as this massive current pulls you, and you can see underwater. Give me a perception check.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's turbid and murky, and it's
Can I see Drip still?
Yes. Drips is still with you, but you can't see shit. And he kind of pulls you off to the side, and you kind of dodge out of the way of this large, jagged bit of rock, and you see that there's just massive, broken pillars and spines of rocks everywhere, and you can see why ships get smashed up against these rocks so easily.
I'm gonna sort of give him like a signal to say like look for the jar kind of thing.
Yeah. Hold on, let me use a little bit. So you plunge with Drips down, down, down the murky depths, and eventually you come across the large hull of a ship. And he kind of motions for you, and his orange fur kind of blowing around in this underwater gale force wind of current. And as you guys are about to enter, a large current shifts and smashes you guys against the side of the ship. And while you guys are struggling down there, I'm going to cut to the top. Satora, I'd like Chiipi to give me another check.
Oh, good job.
Okay. You see that these ships have gotten a lot closer. And they're probably only about a mile away now. And they're beelining it straight for where you are. They are heading right for you.
Does he see how big the boats are?
They're like skiffs.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Give me just make an attack roll. Tave, Prosciutto, and Ohkee. You guys do anything else while this is happening? You just hear Satora yell out, "There's ships coming," and fire an arrow with light into the water.
That sounds alarming to me. Very alarming.
I am alarmed.
Alarmed.
How many are coming?
How many do? Saw two.
Maybe 3.
Two boats.
How
They-
many pirates?
You weren't able to get a number of how many pirates on there. You just saw that there were boats with people on them coming your way.
Are they
Can
large
Chiipi-
boats?
Can Chiipi go see who they are?
That requires me to go back to Chiipi. Do we have the time to do that?
I don't know.
I'm rendered vulnerable when I'm in that state.
We should hide. Everyone should hide.
So let me just draw up a little bit of a map here while you guys are talking.
Are we still on land or close to land?
We're
You are
in the middle of the
probably
ocean.
We're probably
We're
about
in-
150 to 200 feet off of the coast.
We should get to land and hide our boats and hide.
We agree.
Leave.
And then Chiipi can spy on them.
Well, they can swim, so we should just
Me
go.
and me and Drips can swim. You guys can. And did I see the arrow come down?
No. Well, give me a perception check.
On!
Come on. No!
Oh my god.
Fuck.
You're down there struggling with this current. It's battering you. And Satora, you launch a shot down there. You have no idea if you've seen it or not.
We're
Did
just gonna
Drip see
go.
it?
I'm gonna say we have to go.
Could Drip roll for perception?
Sure.
No!
Definitely not.
We're gonna die. We're gonna come like, I got it! And like,
No.
We gotta go.
oh no.
Dude, fire another arrow down there.
I don't have. That's metagaming. I don't know that they didn't see the shot.
Dude, just in case.
That
You don't
Satora
know.
wouldn't do that. Satora would assume that they just saw the arrow. I can't do it.
Feels bad.
Ohkee just sighs and begins to paddle towards shore. He wants nothing to do with this encounter.
Tavi's
Should
gonna help him
agrees.
paddle.
Let me just freehand drop.
Going super fast.
we go.
God damn it, dude.
Okay.
Where were
Sure,
the
fine.
20s when we needed them?
You were in earlier, man. I told you. In combat, we're gonna have no
God
20s at
damn it.
all. It's gonna be just garbage.
Water here.
Water.
Water. Okay. So
If-
Ohkee
If you think about it, Adrian,
begins.
as we're swimming up, I theoretically should be able to see the giant hull of these skiffs and go, those are bigger than our boats. But we'll see what if my perception
No,
gets there.
you are like maybe 150 to 200 feet.
Below the water.
Yep.
Oh, I'm saying like as we swim back up, if we find the barrel kind of thing. But I'm sure that'll be a perception check, and we'll see how that works in the game.
Yeah. Okay,
Could
so
be a saving
Ohkee-
moment here.
Ohkee, you and Satora were on boat together. Appo is here somewhere.
Way the hell down in the water.
Dimitri's not with you.
Oh, is Dimitri here?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why are there so many duplicates? Holy shit. God. Okay. Alright, so Ohkee and Satora Ohkee begins paddling towards shore.
We gotta go. Let's go.
I'd also like to
I'm
haul ass to shore.
Yeah, we're both paddling.
Okay, you guys both. Strength checks. please.
Fuck!
Oh Jesus!
I'm
Wait, I
helping
thought it was
Ohkee
helping you.
as much as I can.
Wait, I get
Okay,
advantage.
Profugo,
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Profugo, you make it up there with
It's a little better.
Do you have a marker for drips or not?
No.
no, I
Just
don't
pick
have
some, or just pick something. I don't know.
Wasted the 20s.
This is ridiculous.
Actually, there's an angry cat one you could use.
yeah, he was a cat.
Have him look like the angry cat.
What is this third dinghy over here? Was that their dinghy?
This dinghy, that was Drips's dinghy. That's
Oh,
still
he brought
anchored
a
off.
dinghy?
of
Oh.
the-
Okay.
Yeah, there's
He
three
brought his
boats.
own. Okay.
He brought his own. Hold on. Let me, bear with me a second. Let me grab-
Can we see how many pirates are there now?
Oh yeah.
Expected this. Don't worry.
Expert D&D. Roll 20. Okay. Yeah. So it looks like there's 4 on each boat, and they're coming your way. Ohkee. All right. Are you guys still running?
Oh hell yeah! Straight to shore.
Both you guys give me some strength checks with advantage. Your
Strength?
counterparts are helping you. Strength or athletics, whichever one's higher.
Again? Or.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, you didn't make it.
Well, I rolled an 8 and a 14 already.
That's plenty though.
I'll roll again.
Profugo's on shore. Oh my god!
It was on 18. That was bullshit.
Okay.
Say change that dice out, but you can't.
Okay. Okay. You guys still going to shore? Another strength check, please.
Can I make an investigation to see if we find the barrel?
Actually, I need you to make a strength saving throw first.
Strength saving throw. Alright.
Does Satora notice that Appo and Drips have yet to come up?
Make a perception check.
Team, by the way.
18? Okay, you succeed. And you are not blown off the ship by the current. That's good.
Thank God.
Satora, you take a quick panic glance around at the other dinghy that hasn't moved. No sign of them at all.
Okay. I want to order Chiipi to fly in and go fly into the water. And since he is a Fey creation, he can kind of like adapt his form to like the necessary situation.
Chiipi now has tentacles.
He doesn't need tentacles, but
I
he can
believe-
like grow like a fish tail instead of wings, basically.
Okay, so you see him kind of turn into this like kind of flying fish chipmunk kind of thing, and he kind of boom,
Wait,
into the
I
water.
actually have reference pictures to this.
And
This
he
is
starts
really
swimming.
funny. I never thought I'd
Now,
actually
I
use
assume.
this. Oh, I
Okay.
have reference pictures to this actually. I never thought I actually would use this. Lol.
I rolled an 18 to get to shore, by the way.
Okay, you guys pull up to the bank. Pirates.
There's another fucking fly.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
I told you, man. They brought their buddies, man.
Okay. Appo, you're underwater. You pull yourselves into the hull of the ship. Do you have dark vision?
No.
Okay.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. It's the same fly I killed before.
It's
The
mutant.
the fly's body is gone and it's flying around again. Oh
What
my
the
god.
fuck?
That's the second
You
time
gotta
I've killed him.
catch
I've
that
killed
thing.
this fly twice now.
Man, Zombieland 101 double tap.
Fuck.
Anyways,
Appo, go ahead and give me I'll say it would be a perception check with disadvantage, but because Drips is helping you, it would just be a straight
Next
roll.
time I'm killing him in
just
fucking
straight
ground.
perception.
Straight
I'm
perception.
gonna get a fucking torch and
Take a
fucking
look
burn
at
his wings
Discord
off.
if you want to
Fuck.
see Chiipi.
Really dark. Can't see. You're
It's-
you're pulling apart boards and things, and you're like, where is it? And Drips is like, I don't remember exactly. He's pointing
I was
around.
gonna say, like, look for it. Like, look around.
He's helping you. He's helping you.
Okay.
Can
That's
you
why you're
talk
able to listen.
underwater?
You have
Once.
one breath of air. to
I can
say
I can
anything.
breathe underwater, but I can't talk really. Which is why I'm like trying to like hand sign this as much as I can.
Mhm. Okay.
Can I try and make another perception check?
Not yet. On the boats, what are you guys doing? Pirates are getting closer.
I'm
Can they see
beelining
us?
it.
Oh yeah, they're coming right for you.
I'm using
Us.
40 movement speed to just run to the woods.
15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, you're going up that way. You see Ohkee just
Ohkee.
boom, takes off into the forest.
Same. I'm gonna
A
follow.
bonus
him.
action, I'm hiding somewhere. Or trying to.
Okay, you guys running in there.
Yeah, I'm running into the woods also.
Instead of running
I'm
straight
gonna
back,
run
I
up
wanna,
into the trees
you know,
on a branch of some sort.
Diagonal like this way, or diagonal like this way.
I wanna go, yeah, that way.
Okay, so 5, 10, 30. You're dashing up into the woods. Okay, the pirates make landfall. I like everyone who's hiding to give me stealth checks.
Still.
Like,
Fuck.
Thor's like, I'm right
Not good.
here.
Not that much better. Not
Oh
good.
my god.
Great job, guys.
Okay,
I'm doing one of those can't see me, can't see you things. I'm
Like,
Um,
cover your eyes.
Ohkee's head is just in the sand. And that's it.
just have
And the
like a branch in front of me with like very few leaves. I'm just standing straight up.
Yeah. So the pirates make landfall, and one of them goes, "Where'd they go?" And one of them just goes, "Oh, they're right there." And like he points, and they all just kind of turn like ah, shee, and they all pull their blades.
Do we
go ahead,
notice
roll
that they saw us?
Oh yeah. Roll initiative.
Has Chiipi made it to me yet?
Give it an perception check for Chiipi, please.
Can't Chiipi only be 100 feet from you?
That's 10.
Oh,
Yes. Wait.
okay.
Let me
You're
check
farther.
the numbers.
You're much farther
Oh,
than 100 feet.
no, within 1 mile. 100 feet.
mile.
He's only telepathic within 100 feet.
He has his first command to fly down, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, so he
That was a
can-
10 though.
He's
so.
going all the way. Chiipi Aquaform, basically.
Oh, that's good.
Do you have that photo of Chiipi?
Yes,
oh,
in
there it
Discord.
is. Sweet.
Oh, that's sick.
He just goes whoop
I love
and
that.
goes right in.
Nice.
So chubby.
It's a
Okay,
cute little chipmunk.
Profugo, what's your initiative? 15.
Got 15, yeah.
Okay. Satora, you are 14. Ohkee,
I got a 2.
7, and then
Baby mad.
let me roll some.
doesn't count as splitting the party, does it?
I have a bonus action. Can I do something else?
Yeah, sure. What would you like to do?
I use Valve Enmity on the other pirate, the one that just tripped.
I
This
like
guy here?
it.
All right, you are Valve Enmity. I will use Lightning Bolt for that. Nice. All right, are you moving at all?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to move into attack range of that guy.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Okay. 20. You run right up to him and he's like, ah. Okay.
Okay.
This guy moved.
And I can't attack, right? I already used my action.
Yeah, your action was essentially convincing this pirate to change his life on the drop of a hat. You're like, it's like walking to a bank robber who's robbing a bank and he goes, "Don't rob banks.
Be a lawyer.
Come work for me at my McDonald's."
He's like, wait a minute.
And he's like, huh, you know what? You might be onto something.
That's an honest living. That's an honest job.
No, you really.
Can I
made
just
me
like
think
stand in
there.
front of this guy and do a defensive pose and then like end my turn?
Yeah, you get ready for any attacks against you. This guy runs up onto the beach. And he goes, boss, what the fuck? What are you doing? Just stop! Don't stand there. And he goes, ah! And he takes his dagger out and he throws it.
Got the boss. That's great.
He towards you, Satora. Yeah, you got the fucking boss. 11. These are really bad pirates. 11 to hit, Satora. Okay, that's his turn. Satora, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hunter mark that bitch. And then
You just got him in your sights.
I'm gonna fucking fire right on him. And I can't do anything. Okay. I'm just gonna fire normally at him. Wow.
Oh,
You fall over and you also get sand in your mouth.
Wow.
like a bitch.
Okay,
Well, yeah, at
I'll
least
say
he
that's
missed
probably
me.
the end of your turn. Except this pirate. 30. He's gonna huck a dagger. Over towards you, Tave, but that's gonna be with disadvantage, far enough away. Wow. Okay, yeah, I don't think that hits with a
Nah.
an 8.
Yeah, I tripped trying to fucking dodge the dagger.
Yeah. You actually, and the arrow that you had, you fall on top of it. It doesn't go into you, but you snap and break the arrow shaft.
Fuck.
Okay, you're up.
So this is 5 feet, right? So I move. Oh fuck it, I'll just move here.
10 feet up. Okay.
I'll.
The two large people in the party just stomp up to this pirate. And he at first he was like, ah, and I was like, ah. He's like, why did they all pick me?
I'll use my attack and bonus attack.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, both of them miss. He's like, ah, he just kind of go over his head a little bit.
That's my turn.
Okay. Next up, this boy here. 5, 10, 30. Oh, he can actually get up. Okay. Profugo, he comes up to your side, and he makes 2 attacks against you. Oh no, the pirate makes 3 melee attacks. 2 with the scimitar and 1 with his dagger.
Jesus Christ, we're dead.
Okay, so here's the 2 with. Oh, they're all +5. Okay. 13, 17, and less than 13.
11.
And what's your DC?
That's 16, so one of them hits.
One of them hits. Okay, so one you parry a bunch of them, but one of his scimitar blows kind of goes low and kind of clips you over the top of the knee. 1d6 3. Okay, you take 6 points of slashing damage.
6.
6 points. Yep. And he goes, Captain Aladar is gonna have your fucking brains for lunch.
I just spit on him.
You spit on him. Yeah, he's like, tastes good.
Perfect.
25, 30. He runs up to you. Actually, he'll go this side first. He's gonna throw a dagger at you, Ohkee. Oh, these guys really suck at throwing range. I think that hits you. +5.
What,
Isn't that
what was the
18?
first roll?
Natural 18.
Yeah, that hits.
1d4 +4. You take 6 points of slashing damage as you're going to punch this guy, and you look up just too late as the 6 into your chest. You yank it out and throw it on the ground. Blood begins to kind of well up on
Oh,
your.
wait, hold on a second. Wait. When you are hit by a ranged weapon attack, I can use my reaction to reduce the damage by 1d10 plus my dex mod at my monk level.
Okay. Would you like to do that?
So, here's a 1d10. I reduce it by 4. My dex mod. So 5 plus 4. So I rolled a 9. So I don't take any damage.
You actually look up and snatch the blade out of the air.
I
as it
grab
comes
it and
towards
I throw it back at him.
You use a key point to throw that back.
That's
Yeah,
a
do you have-
reaction.
Do I have to?
I think so. I think that's a key point. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use a key point. I don't know the technicality, but I'll do it.
Okay. So you hurl it back. This is your reaction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you hurl it back. Go ahead and give me a ranged attack. Plus your dex
That-
modifier.
So
20 plus dex.
d20 and dex mod.
I assume you're not proficient with throwing daggers, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. So then you don't add your modifier then.
Incredible.
You go to grab it, and you grab it in your hand. And as you grab it, you block the damage from the dagger, but you also take a point of damage. You just grab it on the blade, and it slices the inside of your fingers a little bit. Okay, that's his turn, I guess. This guy gets out of the boat too. Dash
Sneak attacks would be great.
here, dash here.
Yes.
This guy.
You're 150 feet away in a current. You're essentially out of this way.
I realize that. But it depends on my next action or not. Is whether I'm gonna come join this.
Tave, this one pirate who has this giant kind of iron ball on a chain, runs up to you and it's like swinging it as he's running up to you, yelling. Your turn.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna kind of like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I wanna run this way a little bit.
Can you draw it out? Okay, yep. 5, 10, 15. Okay, as you leave his melee space, he goes, oh no you don't! And he lets loose and the iron ball comes towards you. Attack of opportunity.
This is the one that Profugo like
13, does 13 break your AC?
No.
No,
Okay,
that's another one
you
up.
duck under it.
Okay.
It's- the iron ball goes over your head. You're like, shit! Alright, it's your turn.
Still my turn?
Yep, you have an action and a bonus action.
Oh. I don't know. I don't want to do anything just yet. I'll just draw my rapier.
Okay, you can hold your action if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, what? Actually, no, you're the last in the turn order, so you'd only hold your action and then you'd lose it in the turn. So
Oh.
if you're gonna
there you
if you're
go.
gonna do it, you're at the bottom of the initiative order. So if you want to do anything, I would do it now. You keep holding.
can't fucking do anything. I guess I'll run back over to him and fucking swing my sword.
Okay. You run back over to him. So you're like, he goes underneath, and you're like, you turn around, and you're like, ha, just kidding. That does not hit, unfortunately. Your rapier comes and he kind of brings his chain up and cuts across the chain.
Great.
Okay. It's this guy's turn. He is going to make a.
We're so dead.
He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. To see if he'll take the words that Profugo said to heart.
Do you have disadvantage because he's a dumbass pirate?
Sure. Because you rolled a natural 20. Wow.
Oh, still
The
pretty good, though.
cuckery.
So he's still there. I'll say because you still rolled a natural 20. He's still there. He just hasn't decided what he wants to do yet. As far as he's concerned, like his guys look like they're winning a little bit. So he's like maybe I should just join in with my guys, but if something else would happen, maybe I'll change my mind. Kind of one of those looks. He's like I'm weighing the odds now. He'll spend his turn just kind of stunned doing that. This guy's turn. He's going to make 2 attacks against Profugo with his scimitar, and then 1 offhand dagger attack towards Ohkee. Profugo +5 to these. I believe both of those hit. So that'll be 2d6 + 6. 14 points of slashing damage to you.
Ouch.
Just 2 large overhand slash, and you're just a little slow bringing your sword up and cuts you. And then against you, Ohkee, I don't believe that hits. So the offhanded dagger attack, you just kind of bat it away with one of your fists. Profugo, it's your turn. Oh,
Yeah, is it safe to assume at this point, like I would come up to a report that we can't find it yet, or what do you want to do?
Appo, I want you to give me
Chiipi arrive?
It's the the next turn. Have Chiipi roll a perception check again, and Appo, I need you to roll another. Are you still looking? Like, if you want to spend another turn looking for stuff, or do you want to?
I would say at this point, like I would have started to come up saying like, I can't find it, but we would spend. I would say like I'd take longer to go down, kind of thing. I would want to be reporting
So
back to the group.
as you turn to kind of leave the boat, you're looking around. You do see swimming in through this hole, just kind of like is a Chiipi with a bunch of like fins and stuff on it, and he looks a little panicked.
That to me will be a sign to leave.
Okay, yeah. So you and Drip begin to swim to the surface, and also you spend your action.
I'm not gonna immediately, because with the panic Chiipi, I'm gonna like do it almost stealthily, to, like slowly kind of poke my head out to not like
Well, you're
immediately.
200 feet underwater.
Right, but I'm saying like when I come up, kind of like that's.
So you
I'm not
won't
gonna come up
immediately breach the surface. You'll stop at the surface and then.
and poke my head out to
Okay.
see what it is.
So we'll say start of the next turn order is when you'll actually breach. Because you're 200 feet down.
It's fine.
Okay. Profugo, your turn.
Turn. So I'm gonna use Hunter's Mark on the guy in front of me.
Okay. He's enmitied and Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, and I had an advantage on my attack rolls because of Bow of Enmity.
Perfect.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and
Hunter's
try to
Mark.
attack him with my Great Axe.
Okay, go for it.
I just want to go and like try to cut off one of his arms.
Nice.
Attack.
That hits. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
So that's 15, and then I do an extra 1d6, I think. Yeah.
Okay. From Hunter's Mark, right? Okay. Nice. 21. So you get these 2 large slashes across. He's like slash. He's like, and you just take your greatsword and you just go, and hit him like cave right down to the top of his skull, and he just crumples to the ground in front of you.
Dead?
Totally dead.
Broken.
Okay, can
Yeah,
I
you
now
just-
use
you
my
just-
hunter's
okay,
mark
you
on the
can.
guy that's like to my right?
Is this guy here?
Yeah.
Okay, bonus action moving Hunter's Mark.
You've Hunter's Mark also? What the fuck?
Yeah, at level 3 I got it.
Holy shit.
Dang.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Can I use
But
lay on
dude-
hands now, or am I
Your action would have been to use lay of hands.
Fuck,
But,
okay.
So you killed one guy.
Okay.
Okay. Would you like to move? Or you like to stay where you are?
I wanna back up to
10.
I'm gonna move over here.
Just to here?
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna take a swing at you as you leave the space. Attack of opportunity +5. Non-natural 20.
What's
That
your
is
oath?
1d6 +3.
I oath the vow of enmity.
You take 4
Okay,
points of
so it's
slashing
then-
damage. Just
okay.
leave the space.
Wait, 2?
You take 4 points.
Okay.
Okay, it's this guy's turn now. He is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, up to Ohkee, and he's going to make his multi-attack against you. Ohkee, what is your armor class?
14.
Okay, so that would be only one hit then. And that would be off with the dagger, because that's the last one that I rolled. So that would be 1d4 plus. You take 5 points of slashing damage. You duck out of the way of the both scimitar strikes, but the dagger kind of finds its way through at the very end. Satora,
Wait, I take 4 points?
4 points of slashing
I
damage.
dazed out for a second.
Okay. Satora is going to cast poison spray on the guy right in front of her.
Nice.
It's a cantrip. So
Go for it.
that's just a regular D20, right?
Is it a ranged spell attack roll, or does he have to make a save? Should say. Hold on.
It says instantaneous, within range, 10 feet of me. It's an action. I don't see anything about it being arranged. It just says you have to
Poison
make a saving
spell.
throw.
Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d12 poison damage.
Yeah.
So he has to make a con save. What's your spell DC?
11. God damn
Okay,
it.
he succeeds.
Fuck.
So
Okay, so he doesn't get poison
does
spray.
not doesn't take any damage.
But
That was your action.
under the spray, can it be said that I dash away while I sprayed at him, kind of momentarily blinding him to avoid?
Yes, but he will still swipe at you with the sword.
Fuck. Okay.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage?
But he didn't get hit by the poison spray. He didn't take any damage.
Oh, okay.
Even if he did take damage, he'd still lash out with the sword. You do have Misty Step, but you use your action.
Yeah, but I don't want to use that. Yeah, I'm just gonna run away. I'm gonna run behind
Okay.
Profugo and Ohkee.
Sword lashes out as you run away. 11. I don't think that hits you.
No.
Okay, you run away.
Sick.
This guy moving up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to make one attack to each of you. Going counterclockwise, Satora, Profugo, Ohkee. Okay, definitely doesn't hit you, Satora. That would be a 16 against you, Profugo.
16 it hits.
Okay, and then a non-natural 20 against you, Ohkee.
Yep.
Okay, so Profugo, you take 1d6 plus 3, 8 points of slashing damage. And then Ohkee, you take another 6 points of slashing damage. As he runs up, as you guys are clustering back together, and he goes, "Oh no, you don't!" And he just goes fucking ballistic with his swords. Okay. Ohkee, it's your turn.
Use my action and my bonus action. I spend 1 key point. I get 3 attacks on pirate. It just hit me.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Fuck. And then count the first one here. So a 10,
Okay.
a 9, and a 12.
The 12 hits.
First roll was... What the fuck did I just do?
12 points.
12 points, yeah.
Okay, you turn to him, and you go, "I didn't like that." And then you just like, you punch his nose to the back of his skull.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And just like boom, and just crunch and just
What's it
drops
with
in
you
the,
and pummeling people?
drops in
Thank
the sand
God.
where he's staying.
See, that's why I ran next to you. And I just kind of like pat Ohkee on the shoulder.
Okay,
I think it's an act of aggression, and I get ready to swing, and then I realize it's Satora just congratulating me.
I gasped a little bit. Just, like,
Yeah,
flinched
he's in a
just little-
frenzy. He just crushed your skull, and you touched him. He's in like blood rage at this moment.
Satora has been noted not to touch Ohkee in the middle of combat. She like, she's like, "You're one of those combatants, okay?"
all right. Anything else, Joe, for that turn?
Well, that was my action, my bonus action, and I'm not gonna take a reaction hit, so I'll stand there.
Okay, for it. Nice. This guy is gonna move up. He's going to make a multi-attack against Profugo and Ohkee. We'll do 1 multi-attack scimitar slash to each of you. Goes first. Top to bottom. I think both of those hit. 19 and 24. So, Profugo, at first you take 6 points of slashing damage. And then Ohkee, 6 points of slashing damage. And then the dagger comes in from below. 1 to 5 Profugo, 1 to 5 to 10, or 6 to 10. It's going towards you, Joe.
Push cut.
Mhm.
This guy.
Miss. And that's the end of his turn. This guy.
How much damage did I take from from the dagger?
6 points.
From the dagger from his multi.
He wasn't doing
That
anything.
was from a scimitar.
That was
Okay.
my
Yep.
arrow.
Unconscious Profugo?
I have 5.
Well,
I'm
he
good.
hasn't done anything since I
All right,
dashed
Tave,
away from him either.
the other captain is standing in front of you. He's going to make his multi-attack against you.
Oh,
with the
they're
iron
all
ball
next to each
and
other
one with his
in the
dagger.
same turn order. Boo! I thought it was an actual issue.
Wow. Okay, so the first one is 17.
Shut up. It's okay. They're all. they
17
share a
Victor armor
turn.
class. I can't hear your mic, Becca.
Over there. Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, you're talking to me? My bad.
Yep,
I was
Tave.
talking to Adrian.
17 versus
yeah, that hits me.
Okay. You take 1d6 plus 3. 6 points of bludgeoning damage as this iron ball cracks you against the kind of forearm here. The other two miss. You whiff those pretty bad. That's gonna be his turn. This guy's gonna move up 5, 10 behind you, Profugo. Because you look the most hurt, he's gonna make his multi. What's your armor class?
16.
Okay, so 2 hits. So that's 2d6 plus 6.
Sorry.
That's 12. I believe you
I'm
did that.
unconscious. I'm like giga dead. I have 5 health left.
What the fuck, dude? You
Okay.
have a heal.
Can't use it yet.
Profugo goes down.
Like
drops to
2,000 pirates.
Tave.
I'm gonna attack the guy with the fucking bludgeon. And I'm
Okay.
gonna use a superiority.
Okay, go for it.
Like, another fucking fly.
I've got some flies here too.
Nice.
Oh, got one. Nice. Okay, first one definitely a hit. What's the 1d8 for?
That was a superiority die that I added.
To hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 23. Oh well, 25 definitely hits.
Slash, bitch.
Nice.
Nice. Full D8. Woo, full D8.
Yeah. He's looking pretty rough after that. You cut him kind of from shoulder to hip, and just blood pools up from his shirt.
Right.
Okay. Your turn.
Yeah.
Okay, Appo.
Yep.
Your head is right underneath the water.
Alright, I'm gonna poke up and get like, cause Chiipi's there, so I'm gonna slowly poke my head out of the water to see if
Okay.
my friends are still around me.
Perception check. You don't see any of the boats except for the one. You see all the boats in the distance
Right.
on shore. Give me a perception check.
Fucking hell! Are you
All you-
serious?
All you see is the boats that are up on shore, and you're like, huh, seems like there's a few more than I remember.
I'm gonna sort of full dash and swim over there.
Okay. With
I'll still say cautiously because of Chiipi's
no. You don't know
Okay.
there's anything going on.
So hold on. Then I'm gonna say I'm gonna swim 60 feet.
Okay, you swim up.
Yeah,
And,
because I'm assuming Drips is with me, correct?
Trips is kind of trailing behind. He goes about half. He's not sure what's going
Do I see the commotion now?
on. That's your turn. You get to there. You full dashed. You got to there. That was it. Okay. This guy's turn. He's gonna
Well,
make
initiative
one
at all or
final.
not? Or just put me at the end?
I put you at the top.
Was Chiipi,
Okay.
we'll say Chiipi was riding your shoulder.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll say Chiipi was able to hold on to that, and he's still with Appo. Okay. This pirate's turn. He's going to roll a wisdom saving throw again. He looks around and he sees two of his guys down and only one of you. And with that roll, he goes, "Oh, if there's less of them, there's more loot for me." And he runs up behind his guy behind here and he goes, "Scurvy Bill, I didn't even like you anyway." And he swings his paw and cracks him against the head.
Thank God,
Multi-
yes.
Nice. Thank God he broke rank.
Oh, fuck. That's
It's
3
fucking.
hits.
Oh my God.
That's 3 hits.
Destroyed.
It's, yeah, no, just brains him, just, and you just see like half of his head just blow off the top from this like cannonball that he's swinging around. Kills this guy instantly. Drops him to the ground. Okay, this guy is dead. Profugo, death saving throw for me, please. That's 1 fail. This guy, he looks over and he goes, "Boss, what the fuck? You're a real piece of shit. Aladar's gonna have you for breakfast." And the guy shouts back, he's like, "No, I think Aladar's gonna get served some fucking breakfast." And he makes his multi-attack against you, Ohkee. It's right there. I think all 3 of those hit.
Yep.
17 plus
I'm unconscious.
Oh.
Ohkee goes down as well. Satora, it's your turn. You see
Okay.
Ohkee
Chiipi's,
after, braining a guy and taking out another one. enough wounds to him that he succumbed to the blood loss and he sinks to his knees and falls into the sand face down.
So Chiipi is within 100 feet of me now, and
Yep.
he's gonna relay the information that Appo is back over here next to me.
Yep.
And I'm going to.
Understand, Chiipi?
Yeah,
No.
we're telepathic. Well, I'm telepathic with
Oh,
him.
you're
Appo
talking-
can't
okay,
understand.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have Chiipi. He's gonna regrow wings, and he's gonna fly up, and he's gonna start to.
This will be your action, telling
Yeah.
Chiipi to do this stuff.
Yeah. Honestly. What is this, 30? I'll say that he's my movement speed, probably, right? Yeah, so he can only fly 30 feet. So I want him to come fly and distract this guy right in here with the hunter's mark.
Okay.
And
The hunter's mark is actually gone because is that your hunter's mark?
that's my hunter's mark, yeah.
Okay, that's
And I'm going to Misty Step over here.
so can you cast Misty Step as a bonus action?
Yes, I can.
Very nice.
So
Very
I'm
nice.
gonna Misty
Okay.
Step into the
So
boats over here,
So,
like into the
and
road
you-
step. Yep,
over there.
perfect.
I'd like you to go ahead and just make me a performance check for Chiipi.
Okay. Whew. Should
How
be coming in
distracting
clutch,
can it be?
hopefully, please. Let's see. Chiipi's a +0.
Could be charisma modifier. A d20.
Just
I mean,
normal.
He's a small little squirrel thing, so
Yep.
he's just kind of
Just flying
flies
up.
around, and the guy's just like, okay. But then looks down, and he's like, oh, where the fuck she go? So the initial order.
I telepathically
Ohkee.
say, "You did great, Chiipi."
Ohkee, please give me the death save.
Which is straight to 20, right?
Yep. One succeed. This guy here, Tabe, is gonna make a multi-attack against you. He's just like, oh, we still got this. Still got this. The other boss is still here. Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh. Oh.
I definitely
so
dodged
lucky.
2 of the attacks.
That's 5 points of slashing damage.
Gives me a cute little scratch on my face.
Damn. Alright.
Up there.
And then it's the boss's turn. He's like, yeah. We'll kill these fucking mutinous son of a bitches later. Let's kill these guys first. With his big iron ball.
Is it a mutiny?
Yeah, one of the bosses is mutant.
Oh, that's
Thir-
good
thir-
info.
13 on the highest.
Nope.
Okay, so he just misses. It seems like the other guy on the field who has changed sides has distracted him enough that he's just not being. He can't connect any of his hits to you.
I can't believe this shit.
This guy, he
Fell apart so fast.
he sees you,
I
Satora,
really thought we were dead.
Misty step to the boat because he was right in front of you and still in the line of sight from him farther away. So he is going to take off after you. 30 here, and he is doesn't have reach yet, so he's just gonna huck a dagger at you. From where he is. 17.
Hits.
6 points of slashing damage. He's like, get back here, you fucking bitch, and throws a dagger at you. Okay, Tabe.
Gonna
1v2.
attack this bludgeon guy again.
Okay.
And add the superiority dice.
Okay, with the superiority dice, you're able to hit him.
Sweet.
Is that both your superiority dice?
I actually have 4, so
Oh, you have
I
4,
used
okay.
2 of them.
That's two. Yep. Sweet.
Okay.
No damage.
Wow. Rip.
So you're able to kind of you swing and he dodges back and you're able to lurch forward, and with your superiority you're able to reach your blade out and hit him. It just wasn't as hard as you had hoped, and you just flash him a little bit, but you know he takes it, and he's looking pretty hurt, but he's still up. Appo, at this point you see Satora bamf to the boat, and this guy run after her and throw a dagger into her back.
Okay, so which is this? Hold on. Is this
You also
pirate
see-
here still on our side?
It appears like he has just killed one of his comrades on the playing field.
Let's see him. I'm going to run up to this guy and
Okay.
try and hit him with my sword.
So he just sees you just immersed in the water, just like, whoa. And he's like, what the fuck? There's more of them. And he's like, get ready. Go for it. Roll
I
on
think
attack.
this is my roll the attack. Yeah, that
Definitely
hits.
hits.
Nice.
Definitely hits.
Kind of as a sneak attack with the regular audacity because he's the only one who's adjacent to me.
Yes.
So I'm gonna roll my sword damage first. 11 plus sneak attack. Ooh, 18 points of damage.
Heck yeah.
You hop up out of the water and you just run up to him and just lance him just right through the eye socket. He isn't able to make
Then-
it. He just kind of and then collapses to the ground.
And as a
Thank
bonus
you.
action,
Thank you.
bonus action, I'm gonna shoot that guy with my hand crossbow.
Okay, and you get up and
Alright.
Second shot.
Second shot.
Wow.
Nailing it,
19.
Appo.
definitely hit. Definitely hit.
Oh, my phone died.
Attack.
No sneak attack. Only on the first attack per round.
So arrow damage is 6 points of damage.
Okay. Nice. Definitely couldn't take another
And
one of
then
those. Tavi, you're fighting him, and you just see them just kind of like pitch over, and you see a bolt protruding from his back, kind of near where his spine is.
what the fuck is going on?
I laugh and wave at Appo.
I'm down
your
there
turn?
for 10 minutes.
I
It's
say,
the
welcome
fan.
back.
And now it's Scurvy Steve's turn.
Scurvy Steve.
He's
He's always
gonna-
on our side.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's going to be like, no, you've killed my employer. How am I gonna get my gold now? You miserable mongrel fucks. And he runs over to this guy here, and he's going to swing at him 3 times.
God.
That's 2 hits. D6 + 6. Yeah, he just and just brains this guy as well, turning the sand into like a weird pink jello. Brains him.
Hunter's Mark transfers after.
To who? You have to wait till your turn to bonus action
Yeah,
to transfer.
but it's going to transfer to this guy.
Okay.
It's not a bonus action because he died.
Profugo. Another death saving throw. 2
Me.
fails. You just see everyone, whoever, Tavi, you look past him, you see just a puddle of blood in the sand, just steeping out from Profugo, growing larger and larger.
God damn it.
Shit.
This guy's dead. Satora, it's your turn.
Okay. So. Ooh,
The only
I-
2 live by yeah.
I'm going to dash this way up to Profugo.
Dash, just run.
Oh, just run. 30 movement speed.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
You see
apply
him bleeding profusely from multiple stab wounds on his body.
prosciutto. No. And I'm gonna apply some medical bandages and salves and healing salves and shit. But my phone just died, so I can't tell you anything else. But
Okay, give me a medicine check, please.
okay, I think.
I don't know what your medicine is.
What is that under?
Plus 5. What?
Medicine
Is
is
it under,
under.
Wisdom? Okay, so I do.
Yeah.
I know what I have. That's what Thank
Oh,
God.
yeah.
Charge your phone next time.
It just died. I know.
You spend your turn just quickly bandaging up and putting salves over the deepest of the wounds, and you're able to stop the bleeding. Profugo, you are considered stabilized. You are still unconscious, but you are stabilized. No longer in death state.
Yay!
As I'm running past this pirate, I'm gonna say thank you, and I'm just gonna give him a wink.
And he goes, oh, I expect to be paid handsomely for this.
Yeah, I nod furiously as I'm tourniqueting Profugo.
Okay, next up, Ohkee. Death safely, please.
It turned out better than expected.
2 success. Nice.
We didn't even do what you said, and we almost
All right.
died.
Uh,
We're getting experience.
this guy, looking at his
We're leveling
surroundings,
We didn't even do
he
what I
sees
said
that
either.
most of his friends are dead, and you guys are bringing your own
They
back
went
to
and
life.
exploded a little bit.
So he is going to bolt for a rowboat.
Oh hell no! Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You most certainly will. So he's going to spend his move running. So go ahead and make your attack against him. He's got a bolt in his back and he's over it. That hits.
Oh hell yes.
Hell yeah!
Go ahead and roll damage.
11.
He doesn't even make it there. He turns around and you just sever his spinal column.
Fucked.
And his feet continue running like 3 or 4 steps after his head just like lolls back and
Get wrecked.
collapses to the ground.
Nice.
Totally dead. This guy's turn now. He's gonna do the same thing. He's running.
One more attack of opportunity, please.
Get that.
You have already used your reaction this turn.
No!
You do not get an attack of opportunity.
Does he
He
get
runs to
one
the
on
boat.
the captain that's running by, though? Get an attack
He
of
doesn't-
opportunity.
Does not run into his melee range.
What?
Does he have any daggers?
What?
I would say that he does run by this guy in order to make it to the boat, because he could be here if he didn't want to make it. If he wants to make it to the boat, he'll go there.
Yeah, he made a beeline.
So 1 attack.
Damn.
12 does not hit. So he swings his iron ball and he goes, "Oh fuck you, Scurvy Steve!" And then he ducks underneath it, and then he yells off like, "Dingy Dan always gets away," and he gets on his boat, and he uses his movement speed to he dashes with his action.
I mean, if you don't, I will. So I can at least try.
And he begins paddling.
You gotta catch him, Appo.
I can get him. Don't worry.
And he begins paddling away. His turn's over. This guy's dead. Tave, your turn.
Do you have any range at all, Tabe?
No, I mean I have a crossbow, but I'm not proficient with it.
Oh, so you run to the shore and try and shoot him, but
I'm going to. I don't know. I guess I could row one of those boats by myself. He just did. I'm gonna run over to the boat and try to follow him.
sword fighting from the boats.
And you get in and you spend your action dashing 30 feet. So you can row right to him.
I will do that.
Okay. You row to him, and he's like, "Ah, fuck off, you bitch!" and that's your turn. Okay, Appo.
Movement to the pirate. It's gonna to the back of the boat, and I'm gonna try and
Is your swim speed still 30? What's your swim speed?
3 feet.
Oh, because you don't get penalties for swimming in water.
Nope, I know because I'm aquatic, boy.
5, 10, 15, 20,
So
30. You can get right to the back of the boat.
yeah, to the back of the boat basically. And I'm gonna try and basically climb on the back and try and stab him in the back kind of thing.
Okay, give me an athletics check real quick to see if you can please
Athletics
fall into the boat.
Fuck this up for me.
Oh,
I fucking flip onto the boat.
Wow.
just deal damage. Just roll your damage.
Are you calling this like a nat 20? Back?
pull this up. You pull this up and do like a double front flip and then land on the back. And he just turns around. And he's like, oh.
Oh, sword damage is 10, and the sneak attack. Sneak attack is then. So that's 20 total, but if you're calling it a crit, it's like 40 damage. I basically sever his head from his spinal column.
You jump up and you first front flip you go up, and the second front flip you like stab your sword in the back of his neck, and then you flip over top of him and kick the sword through the front of his face, toppling him back over into the water. And as he's falling off the boat, you grab the sword and just pull it out of his head as his body just into the water, and you are standing on the boat. 10-point landing.
Other crashes on the boat, and I stand there majestically in front of Tabe and say,
Wow.
Tabe's gonna tip her imaginary hat to him.
I bow and eat my sword.
Wow.
She'll say
And that's
bravo.
You are so welcome.
Alright,
Oh
Wow.
man.
we managed to not die somehow.
Ohkee, please make your final death saving throw. Nope. You were a little too late. 3 success. Okay, you stabilize yourself.
Not close at
Okay.
all.
Give me a medicine check, please.
Oh my god.
How many healing salves do you have? So this is your last
Nice.
one. Okay, go. Okay, roll 1d. What was the healing on them? 1d4 plus 2. Okay, we'll say 1d4. Okay, Ohkee, please. Satora, please roll a d4. Okay, Ohkee, you come out with 4 hit points.
So helpful.
Okay. So standing amongst the sand around you guys, as you guys all kind of come back up and recover from this endeavor, there is a pirate there, just holding like a chain that is just covered in gore and blood. He's just breathing really heavy. He just goes,
Recognize this guy as the one that I persuaded.
"Yep, this is Scurvy Steve."
Just gonna say good shit.
He goes,
Did I see him brain any of his fellow pirates?
I think so.
Okay.
He just goes, "All right, where's my fucking money you promised me?"
I don't want to stab him in the back.
He's not talking to you, Appo. He's talking
Same.
to Profugo.
I kind of just want to just walk up to him, and just like, here's your payment.
Are we still in combat?
No, not anymore. He's not hostile.
Is first use lay on hands to heal myself.
Okay, go for it.
15.
Nice.
Appo will have moved back to shore.
You guys were back to shore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scaling my athletic abilities.
Can I try to persuade him to give me all of his weapons and then I'll give him his reward?
Okay, what do you say to him?
I have to know that you I can trust you first. Give me your weapons and I'll give you your money.
Okay, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, that's not bad.
He looks around at all of his dead pirates and at everyone else that's kind of like coming around him, and he goes, "Fuck," and just drops it on the ground.
But I told him to give them to me, not to drop them.
He just kind of like kicks him in the sand towards you.
Fantastic.
Frugo,
I'm gonna attack him. I'm just gonna throw a javelin right at his head.
Oh yes.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to stab in the back too.
Roll attack.
Yeah, roll an attack.
Okay. Fuck.
The javelin sails over his head and he goes, "Oh, you motherfucker!" And
I
he
run
just
up behind him and
no, he just takes off.
One.
No.
30,
If he's within 30 feet, I got him.
60 feet.
We got the sneak attack. Oh,
I can fire.
I'm gonna go right
I
after
can
him.
He just
shoot.
hauls after. Okay. You
I
haul
get
after
30
him?
feet here.
No, I can shoot at him. I have a bow.
Okay. And you
Well, I will too, but I mean, how badly hurt is he?
Not at all.
he's not been touched at all.
So I'm gonna run here and then shoot a crossbow at him.
Okay, so you're running up closer and shooting a crossbow. Satora, you're firing a
So
bow.
that's
Yep.
30 feet, yeah.
Okay, both of you guys do it.
Alright,
That hits.
22. With sneak. So 5. So that's 9 plus 15 points of damage.
Okay.
So
Plus 5
21
more
total.
from me. He didn't have hunter's mark on him.
Nope. Okay, so you just and 2 bolts let loose across the beach, and one hits him in the calf and one hits him up in the shoulder, and kind of coughs up a little bit of blood. But he's still standing and he is still running. He runs.
He
5,
has
10,
to
Throw a
be
javelin at him.
20, and then he runs off.
What about what about mine? Wait, did you not hear me?
Who?
Satora arrow?
Yeah, I dealt damage for that.
Oh, okay.
Those, yeah.
Yeah, he's still got health. And he
I
runs
throw
off.
a javelin
Anyone
at him.
else-
Is he in range?
Anyone else who wants to? Oh, he ran off screen. Anyone else who wants to attack him, get one more chance. You have to roll a perception
Me.
check
Well,
first.
I'll try one more time.
Perception check and what else? Sorry.
Just a perception check to see if you see him. DC 15.
17.
No.
Okay, Tabe, you see him.
Oh, -2.
And
Satora
Satora
sees him for sure.
So Tabe and Satora.
I'm gonna
What's
use
your
my.
range?
It's the crossbow.
There'll
I
be
don't
like two
even
numbers.
have the weapon mid.
Just let me know when I can shoot
Uh,
another arrow.
What do you?
Satora,
I have
go
a
ahead.
crossbow here. What are your
Can I apply hunter's mark to him?
You have
Sure.
to be within 10 feet.
Oh, you have to be within 10. I don't think
Creature
it's
you can
different.
see.
I think it's different
No.
for a ranger.
No, it's definitely different for a ranger.
I
Different
mean,
for a ranger.
if you
Yeah.
can see him, you're good then.
Yeah.
Uh,
If you can see him, yeah. So you apply Hunter's Mark with your bonus action, and then go ahead and
do you
fire.
need the crossbow stat?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Here you go,
All
my
right, go
man.
ahead. Double all your dice damage.
So
Twelve?
that's
That's
13.
12 plus that's 18, 19, 20, 20, 20. That's 22 damage. So you see it. He's taken off through the brush, and he's dodging up and down between the branches and pushing across palm trees and palm leaves out of his way. And he's just full deadpan sprinting with, as fast as he can with his limp. Everyone else loses him in the brush, and you get this one glimpse of movement off in the distance, and you knock your arrow and you see it travel, and it kind of goes and pierces through like 3 or 4 palm leaves. And right as he crosses in front of a tree, hits him right in the head, and cartwheels, ragdoll bodies down.
Fucking dead.
I just
Alright.
let go of my breath and just exhale.
Oh,
I say he's done,
Nice.
and I let everybody
Dead.
else know that he's
Totally
dead.
dead. Good shot.
Got him,
Good
got him.
chance.
When it
Good
matters.
lord.
Wow. All right. At this point, Drip says row to shore,
Damn, we can't interrogate any of them though.
and you do see that in Drip's boat, he has 2 barrels of gunpowder.
Oh, great job,
walk back, I
Drips.
walk back to Drips.
Being
and I
useful
say-
while the team is getting to work.
He goes. All I asked was to keep the pirates off me while I went and dove. I knew where I was. But
Welcome
you
to the
guys did
adventure
that.
in life, Drips.
To Mafia.
He knew there was gonna be pirates here.
Yeah, because he had said.
Told
that
you
he-
they had been shooting them
he
off.
had-
Yeah.
he had been shoot off in the past, so he knew that there was pirates, or he didn't know there were pirates, but he knew that there were people, away.
Them motherfuckers.
So he looks around. He goes, wow, that's a lot of dead pirates.
Yeah, well,
They
we
ended up
almost
being
died.
Yeah, we almost died. Well,
Well, I got you. I got you some gunpowder.
great son.
Are we taking into the fight to the pirates?
You're damn
We're
right we
gonna
are.
need more than that.
Got
Yeah.
10 gallons of gunpowder basically.
10 gallons of
Get
gunpowder.
more.
Sator's gonna start rifling
should
through
get more, but
all
10
the pirate
gallons.
stuff. just gonna
I
see
wanna
what I can
loot
them
find.
Especially the captains. I
Yeah.
want to loot the captains for sure.
I was
Okay.
saying, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys loot. Whoever's searching through stuff, give me an investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Yep.
I find shit. Oh.
Fuck.
Nice.
That's good.
Okay, Satora, you're able to find some small coin pouches and stuff. You're able to gather what looks to be about 3 silver and 7 copper between all of them. Not very. They don't carry a lot of money on them. Kave, after that, you guys have rummaged all their basic supplies, like basic weapons and stuff. And, it's not really worth a ton of money, but you probably could sell it for a little bit. Kave, you do find a note on this guy over here that was laying down. He looked like he was like the boss of this group. And there is a note from Captain Aladar, which was to essentially just details that it was their goal to take the gunpowder and once it was covered to use to plant in town for their attack.
Ooh,
Wow.
yeah.
Boarded.
Damn.
Down.
So
Let's
you
go.
learn that they're coming to town. They're coming for it.
We gotta get that powder.
So,
We have the
overhearing
gunpowder.
this, the tour's like, "Oh, so now you want to go through with the gunpowder?"
Listen, I said we could go through with it. I said that we could acquire the gunpowder, but we just had to be strategic about how we use it. So is this all of it?
Keep the note. So we
Script
go
shows
to.
this was all that was salvageable. The rest of it was all broken.
Okay, great.
10
So
gallons.
yeah, well I obviously share the information with the group and everything.
So how many?
Okay.
How many do we have?
10 gallons
10
worth of
gallons.
gunpowder.
Okay, so
Or
Satora
two
suggests
sealed.
that we
like,
either
really pot.
harvest the beeswax from them and dump the gunpowder into the ocean and render it useless, / keep like 1 to 2, or we save all of them.
All the gunpowder?
Yes, and we use it somehow, but
Yeah.
it's really risky to have that much gunpowder though.
I mean, pirates won't know where it's at.
Yeah, as long as we hide it well, I think it's fine.
You can hide in the back of Drips' shop, kind of thing.
Right.
Cannon for so long, for months. I mean, you could hide the gunpowder, and all these
Or
guys are.
we can sell it. We can sell it to the Navy when they get here, and then we we'll
Navy's
make a
gonna
lot of
be.
money off of that.
Navy's got 2 more days till they're here, and the pirates will probably have either attacked the town or left before then.
So should we leave them? Let them leave?
They're gonna attack the town first, though. If that was what the note was saying.
But if we have the
So they're gonna attack the
gunpowder-
town regardless.
Yeah.
Saying
Is
is
there a
we
way
have.
to block? Is there a way to block their route to the?
Shit.
Or can we like blow up a mountain face and like block the water path?
And they're in the ocean, I would assume.
This is here. There's the map. The town.
There's I'm assuming it's all coastline, correct, Kaylin?
Yeah. The only cliffs. The cliffs kind of rise up out of.
Did-
the ground.
Imagine Florida.
It rises up to the ground. It's the east, and they get steeper and taller the closer you get to the Dead Man's Pass. But the more west you go, the more kind of salt, marshy, and flat it becomes with kind of coastal jungles and stuff.
Okay.
I honestly think the best course of action is to sabotage their ships so that they can't do anything really.
We take the fight to them. I agree.
Yeah.
In a
they were
strategic
up there.
way,
They were,
somehow sabotaging their
it
ship.
was, they were fine. They weren't covering anything.
Like if you destroy their rudder, they can't steer, so they can only go one direction. So if their ship is pointed towards the shore, they can't like. Yeah, so something like that along those lines.
Use the gunpowder to make like handheld bombs.
Do that too.
Okay.
And I mean, we have archers and stuff, so we could be shooting these things, like strap it to like a
Can you
contraption
make
that
bomb
looks
arrows like
Give me an
in
intelligence
Zelda?
check.
little fuse on it, so when you fire it, it'll like
Yeah,
stick in
Appo,
and
give me an intelligence check.
intelligence check. Let's
This
see
is
what
a
my
new kind
intelligence
of
is.
warfare to Satora. She's not familiar with bomb arrows.
Well, we're about to find out if Appo. You
Is
said
anyone in the
intelligence
group proficient with tinkering?
is a natural 20.
Jesus,
Okay,
Appo.
so that means you would know. Strapping weighted, essentially bombs to the fronts of arrows is A, incredibly risky from the bomb re-detonating, and B, really alters their trajectory and accuracy. It makes them really top heavy, really hard to shoot. Their range is drastically reduced. But if built and implemented correctly, they can cause significant more damage boost to the arrows. But I mean, is anyone in the group a tinkerer? Does anyone have any proficiency in tinkering?
No.
No. Is Drips at
Building
all tinker or not?
Drips is not a tinkerer.
Okay.
He just is a salvager. So building these would be hard. Bomb arrows. Handheld bombs is different, but you know that putting anything onto an arrow that is like supposed to be built aerodynamically to be, fire a certain way, can kind of fuck it up.
If we put out bait
Not
dinghies
impossible.
in the water, like we just put gunpowder on the dinghies, put a blanket over it, and when they get close, shoot arrows at the dinghies to blow them out of the water.
Yeah, that's something
Sounds right.
is
Sounds
put
good.
like amounts of gunpowder on these boats in like a confined space and sort of push the boat towards their boat basically, and so it's like a Trojan horse almost, or like a moving bomb.
I want to
I don't know.
ask Drips if there's any way we can get a second cannon.
He goes,
Oh my god, not the cannons again.
I have only found one. I mean, there's only other one place you'd be able to find cannons, and that's with the Navy.
Not gonna be here in time.
Go up to Marta. She has a Navy, but they might not give you a cannon. You might have to go to the Navy headquarters in Marta to get a cannon.
Dude, send Chiipi to go spy on them. I want to know about this mutiny shit.
Oh, the mutiny ended. The mutiny was me convincing the captain to kill his folks.
Was it?
Yeah.
The bandit captain was.
Yeah, that was all the
the pirate captain was Scurvy Steve was convinced to turn on his fellow crewmen at the
Oh,
exchange.
that was a very minor mutiny. I thought they were talking about something
Yeah.
else.
Man, it saved my life. I don't think it's minor.
It helped us win,
He
yeah.
did kill 2 pirates for you
True, I guess.
Seriously.
in one hit.
Pure luck.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
Chiipi can exist within a mile of me, and he can fly around.
You were informed that the Ripple Cove was roughly about 5 miles to the southwest.
Okay.
Well, I think first we should get the stuff back to the sea and salvage, and then we can, I don't know, rest and discuss our plan of attack for these pirates.
Yeah, so we can.
Okay, so you guys make your way back with Drips back to the sea and salvage. with your two
Before
crates.
that, we have 5 dinghies, right? We should try to
Yes.
get all the pirates into a dinghy and either sink it or burn it, so that
Yeah.
there's no evidence of the pirate corpses here,
Okay.
while we're using the other ones to move the stuff back to the sea and salvage.
Okay, so you essentially blowed up all the pirates onto one dinghy, and
I'll
set it up
rowed out
ablaze.
to where we dove down, so because I know where the current
You
is
roll.
now.
You go out to Dead Man's Pass, and you essentially just push it out into the current as the fire is alighted, and it erupts into flames and quickly loses its stability, breaks apart, and just swept away by this massive current. You guys have 4 dinghies left now.
And we'll use the rest of them to kind of row back.
Yeah.
With the.
And you guys all kind of
gunpowders.
scatter into both of them all, and row back to the sea and salvage. So, successfully recovering some gunpowder and eliminating some more of Captain Paladin.
Is that just for funsies, or?
Oh my god.
Fast I
Um,
get back.
Prosciutto
Number
blazes
one.
a trail with his rowboat.
Michael Phelps it with the frickin' rowing.
You guys
God
make
damn.
it back to the sea and salvage, bring gunpowder, and begin to formulate your plan. You guys all resting too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Absolutely.
drop off drips at the sea and salvage. You put you place the gunpowder. You leave the gunpowder in the sea and salvage.
The
Yeah,
safe
he
place
can
in the
use
scene,
them
like in
for,
the very
like,
back
his shop
room.
display in plain sight.
Okay, so he hides it in the store for you. You guys return back to the Keel Hall, and
Read and rest.
we'll say, while this whole pirate thing is going on, Jonesy's allowing you to stay there, and he's like, I'll collect the money after you're done with your deed.
Enough.
You guys all rest and begin to coop and formulate a plan for the pirate attack in the next coming days. So that was 1 day of 3 that you guys have spent before the pirate attack.
That's
So we will-
reading the book.
Okay. Well, I'll have you do that next time, so it'll be more fresh in my memory.
Okay.
So we'll
We
end that
level
there.
up.
Not tonight.
Boo!
If you level up every single session, you'd be at level 20 in
Milestones.
a couple of months.
What was a
You're-
milestone if I
you know
was
you're-
saying anything?
You know what your next milestone is? Defending this town from a pirate attack. That would be a milestone. You guys have already shown you can kill pirates. Nothing new there.
True.
But we did it so finessely.
You just didn't
And-
almost all die this time. Only half of you almost. Anyway, so we'll
Okay.
end that there for tonight. We'll pick this up on Tuesday. And feel free to formulate some plans about what you guys want to do the remaining 2 days before the pirates show up.
Alright. Sounds good.
Good job not dying. Good job getting some gunpowder. You know, getting friend grips.
Just clean,
did-
fellas. Clean. 100%. Nothing went wrong.
Easy game, easy life.
Pristine.
Hey, from my point of view, it went immaculate.
True.
Yeah, you got there right in
What
time.
you're saying.
You really you did
Oh,
I just really
Yeah, we
helped
had-
out with my 2 initiative.
yep. Alright,
Alright,
guys.
guys.
Alright,
Good night.
I'll see you next week.
Good night,
See you guys
everyone.
next
Good night.
Good night.